We live, guys. We live. Like the vid, like the vid, like the vid, like the vid, like the vid. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. We live, guys. We live. We live, my people. We live. A lot to discuss about, guys. We're gonna talk about Casemiro to United. We're gonna talk about Aubameyang, Fofana. We're also gonna talk about can Thomas Tuchel actually coach an attack. We're gonna have a serious conversation about Tuchel. We're also gonna be discussing about the EPL reviews, what has been going on. Arsenal, Liverpool play tomorrow with United, Manchester City with Newcastle. What a match! What a performance! We're gonna talk about Leeds United, Chelsea. What is Chelsea's actual problem? Is it the attack? Is it the defense? Is it the midfield? Is it Tuchel? How long do we have to give Thomas Tuchel till we actually start criticizing him or start going at him? A lot needs to be discussed tonight, guys. Like the vid, like the vid, like the vid, like the vid. Subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Smash that like button. My people, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yo, my people, how una dey now? I hope you guys are fine. Beautiful Sunday, guys. Beautiful Sunday. Beautiful Sunday with beautiful matches to talk about, guys. Firstly, we're gonna talk about Casemiro to United, 70 million pounds deal from Real Madrid. Is Real Madrid losing Casemiro a big issue? Because now they have Chouameni who can play that position. I also watched Madrid yesterday. I think Chouameni looked a little bit iffy, but I think with time he will learn that position very well. We're going to talk about Madrid also to the pros and cons of losing Casemiro. United, in terms of them bringing in Casemiro, is it the right player? How can they go forward? We're also going to talk about Thomas Tuchel. Can he actually coach an attack? Guys, can Thomas Tuchel actually coach an attack? That's going to be a conversation we're going to be having. Can he coach an attack where we can be more fluid in terms of the way we play football? We can be more fluid. And can he actually make us much, much better? We're going to have a serious conversation about Thomas Tuchel. We're also going to have a conversation about the EPL matches today, Manchester City versus Newcastle. What a match. We're also going to be talking Arsenal winning. I still think Arsenal will fade up eventually, but what a start for them. Three matches played, 3 wins. What a match for them. Also, we're also going to be talking about Fofana, Aubameyang, and everything. What kind of style of is it the right profile of player we want, or what is going on? Does Tuchel actually need to switch his formation to fit in to what the player want? We're gonna talk, or are we too forced, or are we criticizing too much on Tuchel in terms of okay, we'll criticize him, but is it way too much? Because sometimes if you criticize a manager, people are going too much on him. Are we really going too much on Tuchel, or does the fans actually want, him to do better? Because for me, I want him to do better in terms of we can actually do better things in terms of him going forward. Or are we too a little bit relax? That's easy. This is easy. We can actually do better. Right now, I'm not mad, but I can understand the deficiency we are facing in terms of going forward, which I believe it will get much, much better. I want us to get better because we can actually get better in terms of going forward, playing good, playing good football, playing very well in terms of dominating and everything. But we also have to get the structure right because we know Chelsea very well. Director of football, we don't have a director of football, so it has actually been a downfall in terms of us going forward. It's not for going forward. So it's kind of it's kind of criminal because the way we play football within it's not entertaining enough where I can say, okay, is this team is giving me more joy, I'll be more pleased. Like I said, I'm gonna give Thomas Tuchel this year to figure out whatever happens, what is going on. But guys, guys, we have to have a serious conversation about a serious conversation about the way we play football, guy. Because if you look at the way we play, is sickening right now, and it's not making me happy because I don't like the way we play football. In terms of we can always do better. I'm very sure of that. We can actually always do better in terms of playing better football, enjoying ourselves in terms of playing better football and actually playing good football. But we've been playing terrorism football. We've been playing so much football, man. Like it's really, really, really annoying right now. Very annoying because they can do well. People say it's an early season. Guys, early season, we're playing this bad. Imagine we've gone into 15 or 20 matches and we still play this bad. We can always do better, but guys, serious question needs to be asked on Thomas Tuchel himself. What is he actually doing in terms of coaching the team, making us better in terms of going forward? Because we actually need a cutting edge in terms of going forward. We've not been doing well recently, and for that to be fixed, we actually need to do well. So that's why I'm asking the question to everybody. Is Tuchel a really good coach or someone that can actually coach an attack? Because for an attack to function very well, you need a manager to create a pattern of play where everybody will play very well in terms of the way we play football, and there will actually be like a proper structure. This team doesn't have a proper structure yet, and it's really, really annoying me right now because we can actually do very, very well. Now, at the back right now, we actually fucked there because now we have Koulibaly, and Koulibaly got a red card now. Guys, we are in deep trouble, guys. We are in seriously deep trouble. We have to make sure that this coming transfer, we get it right. If it is Fofana, get him into the squad. If it is Aubameyang, get him into the squad, guys. It's seriously, seriously needed, guys. It's seriously, seriously needed. Guys, vote for your feet. It was money today. It was money, 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 money. It was money today. SSB, like, I don't know. Chelsea is like a bipolar. Man, we are more than bipolar, man. We are more than bipolar. One day good, another day bad, man. That's Chelsea Football Club to you. SSB, you can never see Chelsea without drama. That's it for you. Chelsea Football Club will never function without a drama. So it's actually sickening right now where I'm looking at the color, I'm shaking my head that, damn, we can't actually function without the drama, guys. Chelsea is always a team with drama, 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 drama. So we can always function with Chelsea doesn't function without the drama. So Chelsea is always with drama, 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 drama. So like I don't know if I should be angry or mad or believe on Tuchel a little bit because he has been getting so much stuff wrong, man, and he's really, really, really annoying me right now. He's annoying me right now. He's annoying me right now, man. It's annoying me right now. We have been actually getting things wrong. And in terms of the recruitment, can we please, Todd Bowley, please, get in the sporting director of football into this squad because this thing is actually bad. I mean, bad, bad, bad. Guys, we are actually bad, man. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what they say. We're actually bad, 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 bad. We need to fix something, guys. Guys, we're actually bad, guys. We actually bad, guys. A lot of stuff needs to be fixed, guys. A lot of stuff needs to be fixed, guys. In terms of the style of play, the way we play football and everything, a lot of stuff needs to be fixed, man. And guys, last season, Tuchel actually get a leeway in terms of there was sanction. Abramovich we're gonna get the club to the new ownership. So what is Tuchel's excuse now? Because the excuse we got last season was he didn't get his players, there were sanction and everything. What's the most Tuchel's excuse now? It's gonna be all about sanction because there's no sanction right now. So it's actually gonna get this player right now. So can we when they get this player, can we actually play better football? And can we play better football very well? Because this is sickening right now. We can't actually play better football, and we are complaining this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, guys, this, that, this, that. It doesn't make any sense for me because it's sickening right now, very sickening. And as a fans, I'm not annoyed. I'm just worried because getting annoyed right now on things you know, since I already know that we can't fix. So it's not gonna be fixed. Since I already know it's not gonna be fixed. So I don't know, like I don't know. Some stuff needs to be talked about, guys. Some stuff needs to be really, really talked about, guys. The team like dynamism. And why is Tuchel playing Conor Gallagher as a pivot? I don't know. Why is he playing Gallagher as a pivot? I don't know, guys. Tuchel has been doing some weird stuff, like he's getting away with some stuff I'm not comfortable with, guys. I'm just as a fans very worried, man. I don't know. Vote for effort. I don't know. I don't know. We played well against Paul last week. One of the best performances in the world. I don't know what happened, bro. I don't know what happened today, man. Is it the mentality? What happened to that? I don't know. Is the player are the players in the right frame of mind? That I don't know. Stricker needs to come out and explain to us. Is the players in the right man? Are they on the right mindset? I don't know because this thing doesn't look good, man. This doesn't look good for me, man. It's like I don't know, man. It's annoying to me right now because we can actually do much, 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 much better. Yes, we can see we lack attack. We don't have a midfielder or anything, guys. We don't have a midfielder but anything but J5 in an attack with the way Leeds United are playing. They're attacking us, and we are gonna be putting J5 as a defensive midfielder to what to control that team. Oh my god, that is a suicide in terms of that. That's a suicide for me, man. Like we say exactly when we demand the conversation happen, guys, it will happen today. It will happen today, guys. Edward Mendy, guys. Edward Mendy. Guys, I don't know what to say with Mendy, man. I don't know what to say with Mendy. He made the same mistake last season, and it cost us some matches, and he's been making the same mistake again. Mendy, if you're gonna pass back to you, why can't you just bully the ball? Why are you romanticizing the ball? Why? Why? Why is he romanticizing the ball? Can you actually just bully the ball out? Can you please? Please, can you actually bully the ball out? Why are you romanticizing the ball? That's my problem. Why are you romanticizing the ball? Can you actually bully the ball? Guys, Mendy need a serious competition. He need a serious competition, man. He need a serious competition, man. Serious competition needs to be spoken about, man. It's been annoying recently and it's been sinking right now. The way we just play football without hunger, without understand the way he wants to play, man. I don't know what is going on, guys. Something is going on that needed to be fixed, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Is the conversation I'm having is Leeds United really better than us? I don't think so because if you look at the player they have, man. I know, but they're just more hunger than us in terms of the way they want to play because they have that hunger, they have that fight, they have that view in them that they really, really, really want to they really, really want to play football and they want to enjoy themselves. But today we like dynamism, we like structure, we like so many stuff, man. We like so many stuff, man. Like I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I can't even rant right now. I'm just watching the one. I'm like, who do I blame? I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know. Right now, I don't even know what to say because this team right now, this team, SSB. If you're gonna go to a back four, you need a structure. Who's gonna play with the back? Are you gonna play Koulibaly and them Silva in the back four? That's a suicide. You don't play those two, man. You're gonna lose matches if you play those two in the back four. You're gonna lose matches, man. We don't have the structure to play back four. Who do we play in the back four? Who? Who do we play in the back four? I don't know who play. Mason has been poor. Oh my God. Kai Havertz has been poor. All of them has been poor. So who do we play in the back four? Who? Who? Who do we play in the back for? I don't know, man. It's sinking. Can we even trust Tuchel in terms of the rebuild? That's my question. That's why I'm putting out there that can Tuchel actually coach an attack? That's my key. Guys, that's my key question going forward. Can he actually coach an attack where we can be more dynamic and we play football? We can actually create more chances and we can actually play very well. That's my take. That's my take. Can we? Can we do that? Can we actually? Because if we cannot create an attack, oh my God in heaven. Oh my God. We are not going somewhere, guys. We are not really going somewhere. That's my problem. That's my problem, man. That's my problem. Can I actually? Oh my God. I think the problem is Tuchel is limiting the way Jim play. We know he's not good at the right centre back. Why are you playing him as a right centre back? Why play him as a wing back that is very good at? Or play back for where Reece James is more of a right back, where he can actually utilize his talent. You are diminishing that guy's talent in terms of playing him as a right centre back. Why? 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 Why are you doing that? Why? I don't know, man. And so many stuff needs to be spoken about, man. So many stuff needs to be spoken about. A lot. Like, I don't know what to say in terms of Tuchel, man, because Tuchel is not orchestrating me with happiness, man. It's not orchestrating with happiness, man. Man. Guys, it's not orchestrating me now. It's not orchestrating. It's not making me happy, guys. Yes, I know things cannot be good in terms of that, man. But we can always do better, guys. We can always do better. We can always do better, man. I don't know who to blame. I don't know who to have that discussion with because it's annoying me right now. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's my problem. Who go up for him when he goes forward? It's on Tuchel, man, because Tuchel is actually the manager. He needs to fix this, man. I know people want to criticize him the way we play, but I also criticize him too. But once he's get the player, I'm gonna be fully on Thomas Tuchel that can you give me a pattern of play where I understand this is my winger, this is my attacker, this is my midfielder, and this is my defender. Ah man, I don't know. It's worrying right now as the fans looking. I'm checking my head that Omo, it's gonna be a long season for Chelsea Football Club, man. If we don't fix up, man. I know Tuchel doesn't want to come out and put his midfielder on the block and say, okay, we need this, we need that. But can you actually come out and say, okay, I know I made a mistake. We can always mix up. If this is on me. We work on this pattern to actually play better football. Because right now, where we are heading to as a club, I don't know. Me, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's sick in it right now. Where do I have to go hard to kill too much or be a little bit leeway? I don't want to go on him too much. I'm gonna go on him a little bit because I actually want him to get the player he wants. Then I will be able to judge him like, okay, now Oga Tuchel, you are getting your player now. Let me judge you. Because people might say this and that he hasn't gotten the player. Because now he has no excuse. Last season, his excuse was there was a transfer ban. Abramovich. Now there's no transfer ban anymore. You are actually being backed. Now, how can you coach this team to have a cohesiveness in the team in terms of going forward, the attack, being more resolute at the back, and actually play more as a team? Because this team, against Tottenham Hotspur, we play very well. But today, we look lackluster. I don't know what is going on. Look lackluster in the team. It's Tuchel actually the manager that can take us for going forward, building the team around him. Because I'm doubting him a little bit in terms of going forward. I'm a little bit skeptical. Like, yes, I trust him as a fan, but out to how long, to what extent, I don't know. Because I'm like, Oga Tuchel, you gotta fix stuff. You have to seriously fix stuff. And I also know without a proper director of football, we are not gonna go forward. I know that for sure. For sure, I know that. I know that. Because today, from the defender to the midfield to the attack, we look lackluster. Nobody wants to play football today. For me, with the way I'm saying it, nobody in this team actually wants to play football. Against Tottenham Hotspur, we play very well, in which we deserve to win. But today, Leeds United literally outplayed us from top to bottom. And Edward Olusegun Mendy. I repeat, Edward Olusegun Mendy. If you don't fix up, it's time to be benched. If you don't fix up, it's time to be benched. You keep making mistake season after season after season. Mendy, I know you're not good on your ball. Can you just bully that ball? Please, on head. You're not Ronaldinho. You're not Neymar. You're not a coacher. Please, when somebody passes you the ball back, can you just bully the ball? Please, in God's sake, bully that ball. Don't ever try. Don't you dare want to start dribbling. What do you want to dribble in your boss sitting? In your post? Can you just bully the ball out? Please. Ha, man. Oh, my God. Mendy, man. Tosin, how you doing, brother? Tosin, are you there? How you doing?
Yo, I'm here, man. I was just gonna let you rock, man. I see you mad as hell. I'm happy as hell. I'm on cloud 9 right now. My club doing things, you know what I'm saying? But I know with you took a L today to Leeds, deservedly. I mean, you didn't even play that bad. I watched the game. You guys didn't play that bad. It's just, they hit you with 2 quick goals. They sped up the game. And what happens is your midfield can't slow down the game when Leeds are trying to speed up the game. Jorginho should have done that. But then on the same side as that, though, is you were still 2-0 down. The game was still in the balance. And then Tuchel takes off Jorginho. I know I don't really rate Jorginho, but at the end of the day, he's still that one player that can help give you control in the midfield. The minute you took Jorginho off, you ate that third goal because Tuchel just said forget all control. And then initially, Tuchel started off the game playing Gallagher deeper and Mount higher, which is it just goes to show like he doesn't really know what he's doing.
You switched it up to the back 4 in the second half by playing Gallagher as a number 10.
Yeah, and I thought you moved the ball better in the back 4.
Why?
I thought in the back 4 you moved the ball better, but yeah, like it's a good. I mean, you guys have a good base with like the center backs and Reece James. I think left back Cucurella. Look, you know how I feel about Cucurella. He's an average. He's above average. Like he's good, but
I won't judge him right now.
You won't judge him fully right now, but like he's just like he doesn't have that next level, that next gear for like to be an elite center fullback. I just don't see it with him. Like if Chelsea were serious, Chelsea would be like, let's go get Theo Hernandez from Milan. Like if Chelsea were serious, but
I don't think Cucurella was that bad today, but that's why I wanted because I actually like him.
Look, he's gonna be a cog in your system, but overall, he's not what you're supposed to. He's not the level of quality needed for that position. And then, but your most immediate need, your most urgent need, people are gonna say midfield after today, but no, honestly, your most urgent need is an attack, because when I look at that attack, I look at a Sterling, Havertz, and Mount attack. That attack is not putting the fear of God into anybody. No defense is scared of that. Absolutely none. So you need a number 9 quickly. I mean, the Lukaku thing didn't work out. That's a shame. But you need to find a solution to that. Like, because you need somebody who's going to get you guaranteed goals, because that's really once you guys start playing from behind, I don't trust you guys in the game. Honestly, I don't see Chelsea as a team that can come from behind. I just don't see it. I don't think you have the level of creativity, nor the level of, clinicality from the forwards. Like they can do that. Like I just don't see it. So overall, like I look at Chelsea, their ceiling this season is maybe being third in the Premier League. Hopefully go far in some cup competitions. But Chelsea, their issue is that in a big game they'll step up, But against the mid-size, against everything, they're gonna play down to their level. That's just ultimately what it is with Chelsea. So I mean, no disrespect, but like in the fabric of Europe and everything, like I don't think Chelsea are moving things really. They're moving the needle like that this season. I think
because
this is a
because
transition season for Todd
mhm,
Bowley, and
yeah.
then next season maybe that's when you guys will get the players.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm willing to give Tuchel time in terms of next season because it's gonna be a transition period. But when you have to criticize players, you gotta criticize the manager too in that aspect too. Because Tuchel get it wrong today, and I've been saying it. Gallagher is not a double pivot; he is a number 10. Play him in an actual position where he can thrive and you can actually see the best out of him. Why are you playing in the double pivot where you know he will struggle? You are playing him against a team who is gonna press. Leeds will not sit back; they will press you. So why are you playing him there when you know you can actually play a better player there? Okay, no Kante, no Kovacic. I agree. I agree. You can play back for where you can just play Jorginho. Mason is in midfield and somebody else who is more technical and they can dribble. And get that goal. Once you get like 1 or 2 goals, you shut up Leeds United and you can actually go back to the back to where you can have control of the game. You can understand, but I don't understand why you're playing Gallagher more as a normal double pivot. It doesn't make any sense to me watching as a fans. It doesn't. It does. I know it's a transition period, but you can't expect Todd Bowley to spend money this way and don't give him a trophy or actually finish in the Champions League. It doesn't go well for me. It doesn't. I want to see a pattern of play where every player knows where he's playing. The winger knows where they play. The midfielder knows. The defense knows, and even the goalkeeper. And Edward Mendy. Edward Mendy. I'll repeat myself. Edward Mendy. You did this last season. I forgive you. This is a new season again.
No, honestly, no.
It's,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like if it's my team, any team, like as a fan, if my team concedes a goal like that, I'm breaking the TV. I'm breaking the TV. Okay, like I'm going ape shit. Like that's just unacceptable. It is absolutely unacceptable at this level for you to do that as a goalkeeper. You just cannot do that. Absolutely unacceptable, man. I think he should be benched off of that. I think he will be benched off of that mistake. I'm not even trolling. I think he might be benched off of that mistake because that's unforgivable. You can't give a team life like that away from home. You
why
just
why
can't.
does he want to dribble? Is it Ronaldinho or Okocha? Booted the ball out. Why do you want to dribble? Why?
Yeah.
Abdul, please give us a take on this match, man.
Can you hear me, guys?
No, you're low, you're low. We can't hear you. You're low. Speak a little bit louder.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better, but can you be more louder and audible? We can't hear you.
Now, is it better?
Yeah, it's better, but you're still speaking low.
Don't worry. The pitch of my voice will go up once I start shouting now. So yeah, big up to everyone. I hope you're all having a good evening
I'm not.
or maybe afternoon wherever you are.
I'm not. But continue.
Right. So first and foremost is right. So number one, the only stream I go to participate is your stream, Abdullah's stream. So a lot of the things that I'm going to say, I can only actually claim to make. I can actually claim to have said it on your stream here many, 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 many times. So, and sometimes that's why I keep emphasizing: are we going to talk football or are we going to talk something else? Carl actually challenged me on that statement a few weeks ago, a few days ago. I don't know how much better to put it than to say, let's just talk about football. I don't want to be too harsh today because it's the third day of the season. So I don't want to go off too much. But I watched the game I think I watched like 60 minutes of the game, and then I got tired, and then I watched the Man City Newcastle game. So we have to be very careful in Chelsea Football Club. I don't know why you guys are coming up with all this next season thing. A team like Newcastle might surprise you guys this season. And where will you end up? Sixth, fifth? We've said it here on this stream many times that we need at least to start with 6 players. And then we can start saying, okay, 1 in, 1 out, or 1 out, 1 in. Okay, and we mentioned it just like a few days ago. I remember I used to say it like a few weeks ago that we need to look at every department of that team, including the goalkeeping. But then after a few weeks, I kind of changed my mind. I think people sort of like influence me, because sometimes when I say something and people you get shut down so many times, they kind of influence you and then you change your mind. That's what football is. We didn't play too badly until we conceded that Mendy goal. And you remember the goal we conceded against Real Madrid when we were debating about it.
Edward Mendy.
We had a long debate about it, and people were saying whatever. I said Mendy's problem is he cannot position his body properly to receive the ball, and he cannot position his body properly to actually give away the ball. That's his problem. It's not that he cannot kick. So when you have that kind of problem, what you should do is like, don't pass it to him. I remember us having this argument the last time. Say, why are these people passing the ball back to Mendy when you already know this guy has issue controlling his body when it comes to using his feet? Why are you so? It's all good to say Mendy this, Mendy that, but you train with this guy, you eat with this guy, you swim with this guy, you have physio with this guy. Why do you give the ball? I mean, if this is the kind of ball you play in the park, when you know one of the guys is not good at something, you don't put him in a kind of like vulnerable position where he has to do something stupid. So we went like really too bad until we considered that Mendy goal. That's number one. And number two, with the first half an hour that we played, it seems going forward, all we wanted to do was go through Cucurella on the left side, and we sort of like ignored Loftus-Cheek to some extent. I don't know why they were doing that, So that's one thing I sort of observed at the early, maybe like half an hour. Another thing is, I don't know how many times I have to say this, we have to refresh the midfield. We have to get in somebody who can challenge our first-tier midfielders, Kovacic, Kante, and Jorginho. We have to bring in a player that is on that level or above that level, where we will now have an option of 2 or 3 from 4 top midfielders. We need to refresh the midfield. Gallagher, I wouldn't really judge Gallagher because this is his first game for Chelsea. But the thing is, I don't know what kind of instruction was given to him. But I remember Alex Ferguson used to say to young players when they first come into the team, the first team, he used to tell them, work hard, keep it simple. If somebody had given Gallagher that instruction today, we would be saying something else about him. Every time he received the ball, he wants to do a bit too much. All he had to do was just like give short passes and keep doing the running around that he was doing all day. Run around, be a nuisance, get the ball, pass the ball. Keep it simple. All the trying to run with the ball, trying to make diagonal passes, he was doing a bit too much. And it's not easy. This is a level above This is not Crystal Palace. So to me, from a football perspective, I'm not going to judge this kid. And another thing we need is, what we need in Chelsea, we've said it so many times and it's so obvious. We need a goal scoring forward player, a center forward that can score goals. If Tuchel doesn't like an out and out striker, okay, fine. Then go and get a mobile forward player. But we need somebody who can really be bailing us out when it comes to goal scoring. These guys are not, it's not their kind of game per se. I know we kind of say, okay, Kai Havertz has the potential, but we can't rely on him because he's a kid as well.
It was invincible today. It was, yeah,
Yeah.
Mason Mount were invincible
Okay.
today.
Before I pass the mic,
Kai
because
Havertz is average. Let's be real.
Dude,
before I pass the mic,
Kai Havertz is awful. Kai Havertz is awful. No, I
Let,
don't think he's that much anymore.
let Abdullah,
sorry,
Abdullah,
sorry,
and
let me,
Abdullah.
sorry guys.
Sorry.
Let me just make this point before I pass the mic. I remember being a few weeks ago being shut down on this channel. Well, I don't have to keep saying this channel because this is the only channel where I come to make comments. When we're making reference to Saint Maximin, or what's his name, people were telling me, "Oh, he's not good enough. He hugs the ball too much. He doesn't know how to deliver the ball. He's this, he's that. He's too amateurish, whatever." All I can say is, go watch the game Newcastle played against City today. Right? This kid is better than all the wingers we have at Chelsea. So I don't know where we want to go. Maybe we want to get this guy, or maybe we want to get a Zaha, like we said the last time. But we need somebody at that level. You know, so Chelsea's problem is quite obvious sometimes because you can tell the players are not up to that level. So anyway, I'll pass the mic because it's getting too.
Let me come to Chimere and this. You watch as United fan watching the match now. Where do you think the problem actually lies? Is it the winger, the midfielder, and the attack? Because right now, we don't even have a pattern of play. I will not like that as a fan. I'm not too harsh on Tuchel. I'm gonna give him the due season to actually fix up, because the last season was like Sanchon. He didn't have time. This season, he has nowhere to hide. Thomas Tuchel have nowhere to hide. He has to come out balanced, like say, this is my mistake. This is where we need to fix. We'll fix it. If not, after 10 matches, and we have been playing this rubbish, Tuchel out. I'm saying it right now. After 10 or 15 matches, and we are this shambolic and poor without structure, Thomas Tuchel out. I'm saying it right now. Tuchel out.
I mean, I don't really think, to be honest, like, I don't really read too much into this game because, I mean, we already knew what Chelsea's issues were going into this match. And so this match to me is the third game of the season. You know, that to me, like, these kind of matches early in the season, like, yeah, they kind of show you how a team is going to be, but it doesn't really show much because, like I said, we won our first 4 games last year, Man United, and see where we ended up. So I don't really think this kind of games you read too much into them. I'll say the issue for Chelsea is, to be honest, like, this is the thing I want to say. Even if you get an attacker, what evidence suggests you that Tuchel will get the best out of him? There's no evidence to suggest that. Because, like, if you keep buying strikers, you can't tell me Havertz, Sterling, like, who else? All these guys, Sterling, Pulisic, who else is there? Ziyech. You can't tell me all these guys are average or complete bad. You tell me, and you bought Lukaku. Lukaku was a 90-man player. He's back in Inter. Look how he's playing with Lautaro. They pick it up like they never left off. So I'm saying, like, it might be a Tuchel issue because you can't tell me, like, not one player that's out of all the attackers you have, not one player will at least show, okay, this guy can at least, get me 15 goals. So even if you guys were to buy a striker, based off the evidence Tuchel is showing, I can't give him the benefit of the doubt to say he'll get the best out of him.
That is my description. My description was, can he actually coach an attack? That's my question.
No, he can. I'm just saying for Chelsea, the system he plays, I don't know if he'll get. I don't know. Even if you buy a striker, like, is Aubameyang really a huge upgrade over Lukaku? Like that? Like, I don't. Is he really like? Aubameyang is 33, gonna turn 34. Like, so that's what I'm saying. They're both target men. Neither of them are really that great. Neither of them are like. Look, at this point, Aubameyang is more of a link up guy. He's more of like a guy. He's more of a box striker. He's not really a guy that comes deep to collect the ball, which is the kind of striker you guys need. Like a Harry Kane would be perfect, but these kind of strikers where you need surface, you guys, as like the most creative player you have on your team Mason Mount. That's
And
the best.
he's been poor. He's been poor.
So I'm saying, like, even if y'all get a striker or get a player, the evidence based off what I've seen from Tuchel, I can't give him the benefit out to say that even with that player, he's gonna get the best out of him. I think, bro, like, Tuchel's a good coach, bro, but like, he got to take some of the blame for the strikers to attackers underperforming, because, like, I mean, it's like you tell me not one player is gonna shine that attack, not one. Like, in every team, even under Ole, bro, you had guys shining. Rashford, Martial. These are guys that people say are bang average. They're telling me that with Havertz, Pulisic, Ziyech.
No. What are you saying, bro? Don't do that. Don't say they're bad.
What do you do, bro? Were guys not saying Martial was done?
I know, but like he's better than Havertz. I'll tell you that.
I'm saying, bro, but when they buy Havertz, they're buying a guy they buy Havertz for 70, 80 mil. It's not an average player.
I said that Havertz to show any form of like impact at Chelsea, he's gonna have to score goals. Period. Like, he has to score goals. He has to take his chances. Yeah. And you look at Havertz in these games with Chelsea, it's not like Havertz isn't showing any effort. He's showing a lot of effort. He's pressing hard. He's trying to defend. He's trying to get his stuck in with the rest of the team. But the dude is just ass.
But if you
There's nothing about him.
If you put Havertz in Bayern, bro, you put Havertz in Bayern, I guarantee you.
All the attackers are ass, though. All the attackers are ass, though.
But I'm saying, but we're saying that, though. But what? So was Lukaku trash too?
I mean, he was. I mean,
bro, why is he scoring? Why is he looking good at Inter all of a sudden?
Yeah, and like Sterling too. Like Sterling, like if Sterling, I know he had the disallowed goal today, but like other than that, he didn't really do much in the game overall. But like Sterling, if he's the next player, because Sterling is objectively a good player.
Bro, he's
objectively,
he's a
really good player. So like if he's another player that goes through that can't get a run of good form, he's gonna be like a 6th or 7th attacker that can't get a run of good form under this manager. Then questions have to be asked. Questions just have to be asked at that point. Like, is this dude the right guy? Like, for these players?
Yeah, like Tuchel's a good coach, like in general, but like I don't know, maybe the attackers are just bad because I don't watch Chelsea as much you guys know. But I'm just saying, like, even if you guys do buy an attacker, there's no evidence to me that that's
going to change.
Yeah, that it's going to change just based off what I've seen from Tuchel and the way the system.
But the problem is, yes, we can say Lukaku is this, Lukaku is that. Pulisic, Hakim Ziyech, Messi, Mount, and Havertz are not bad players. As a manager, you work to improve players and you make them better. Has Tuchel has he done that? No, he hasn't.
I don't think he has.
He hasn't.
No, he hasn't. And Pulisic, bro, remember during the COVID lockdown.
Pulisic is not this bad. Yes, I can call him American investment, but Pulisic is not this bad. You have a system where you see, as a manager, for people to rate you highly on the level of Pep Guardiola and co, you have to have a system where every of the attacker plays very well and showcase their talent. These players are not showing enough that they really want to play football. They want to live. Every player that I've lectured are saying we don't like the system. It's not good enough for. We don't showcase our talent. It doesn't make us thrive as a team going forward. And I'm looking at the manager that. What are you doing in training? What kind of pattern of play do you play in training that is not even showing at the pitch? What is going on?
Now Tuchel ain't really like Tuchel like halfway like when he came to because like people have this thing about Tuchel like he's boring, but if you look at him at Dortmund and it's like his first stint at PSG, like before not the second stint, the first stint, bro, he played expansive football. He played expansive attacking football. He played possession-based high pressing footy, but I think the thing is because of Chelsea, because he saw the kind of team he had. I think that's why he's been a little bit more like he's more about control, not what I'm saying. He's more like about control. Like I want to control the game, I want to slow the game down, and I feel like because you guys play at such a slow pace, because you see attackers like look at how PSG's playing now. It's fast paced. They get the ball, boom, boom, they go. Attackers like it when it's fast paced because they make 1 or 2 touches, boom, boom, like
exactly
1, 2, back of the net. Like But like I feel like the slow pace is what hinders the team. Because look at Van Gaal, bro. When Van Gaal was at United, bro, the slow pace, bro, the pace was so slow. No attacker's gonna thrive in that kind of system because the pace was so slow. But like Tuchel just y'all gotta speed up the pace a little bit, bro. That's what be hindering these attackers. You gotta speed up the play.
And the only players that can speed up the play though are Conte and Kovacic in that midfield for them, and they're out.
Bro,
So
bro, if you remember when Liverpool played Chelsea, bro, the second half one. Remember when Conte and Kovacic were the pivot, bro? That's the best.
yeah,
That's
they
one of the
went.
best.
Yeah, they went. They were really good that game.
Like that should be the pivot. Like if y'all want to attack, like if y'all playing a team where y'all know you have to attack, that should be your pivot, Conte and Kovacic. Like a team, for example, like if you have that pivot, for example, you have Sterling, and then you have like Havertz, and you have somebody else. Like who's another guy that's
It'll be
fast?
Mount.
Mount, yeah. Like if you have that kind of front three, but you have Kovacic, and Conte, bro, you have Sterling's pacing behind. You have Havertz' ability to drop and play like that little, false 10 kind of role. You know what I mean? Like 9.5, I think. And then you have Mount, coming in behind creating, but he can also be a decoy. So if you play that and you have a right and you speed up the play, it can work. Cause they're Sterling can get you goals. Like he can get you goals. Havertz can get you goals, but I just feel like y'all, man. I feel like it's a slow pace. Like that's the main thing. Like y'all just don't play fast enough, man. Because Torsica is a PSG fan, bro. PSG played so slow last year on the potch, so slow. The pace was so slow. That's
He
why they
needs to
want,
be tried for crimes. His crimes. Pochettino needs to be tried for crimes, man.
and that's why PSG want to score on goals. But look at how they're playing now. It's fast paced, and not all the attackers are scoring goals for fun, man. Like I think attackers thrive in like a fast pace. Look at Sarri, bro. Like Sarri was slow paced, but Lampard liked to play fast paced, and that's why you saw Pulisic, all those guys doing well. But then at the same time, he didn't have a defensive plan. Lampard was more about chaos, not control. I think Tuchel needs to find like that balance. He needs to find a way to be more expansive, but at the same time to be conservative when he has to be. He has to find the right balance.
Yeah, and he tried to initially, right? Tuchel wants to be controlling in the game, but for some reason today, they didn't know when to slow down the game after those goals. But yeah, they weren't even playing bad at all. Chelsea were not playing poorly at all.
No, Tosi, it's not even
Until
about
that
us
goal.
playing bad today. It was about the mentality of the player. That's my problem.
But we report after we conceded the first or second goal. We were.
It's all about mentality because yes, we will concede goal, but how do we recover back from the goal we concede? We'll see our head literally just
Exactly.
drop immediately we concede those goals. Was
Right.
drop. That's my problem because now you letting Koulibaly do a 4-man job. That is not his job.
Oh, Kalabali was. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Kalabali was looking sus, bro.
No. It wasn't
Yeah.
about being. He was doing an actually form. He was doing the Jorginho, Gallagher, Cucurella, and Reece James job. That is 4 players' job. 4 players. It doesn't make any. It's something like doing a 4-player job. Doesn't
No,
make
but-
any sense.
But to be fair, like if I'm gonna be
Oh
fair,
yeah,
like
he did get sent off, right?
4-man job. That doesn't make any sense. That is the job of a coach where you tell them this is what I want you to do in this match. Can you actually do that for me?
I think that plan. To be fair to Tuchel, to be fair to the team, I feel like that plan went out the window after Mendy's goal. Like the plan, whatever plan they had went out went to the bin after Mendy gave away that goal. Because to be honest, as a player, I feel as a player, when you can see the goal like that, it can take a lot out of you mentally. It's like we just gave away a goal for nothing at all, absolutely nothing. And you're playing away from home too, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of, and then immediately Leeds hit you for a second goal so quick, and it's at that point it's y'all players. I can see why y'all players are kind of the mentality was low.
But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is dude, when you're Chelsea and you're playing these sides like these United, you cannot be playing. You cannot be passing the ball sideways and backwards. No, when you play these kind of teams, you gotta actually go for it, score. But but yeah, dude, it's the same problems I'm seeing from last season.
Carl, as a Man City fans watching this match now, Because I know we had a discussion on the space in terms of that. Give me your take on the match overall.
Abdullah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I just watched the game. I watched the whole game again myself just now. Because I couldn't watch it because I was out on the field with my kids playing, training. I mean, the reality was the Leeds players were quicker on the ball, quicker off the ball, faster, pressed higher, pressed harder, wanted to desire the ball more than you guys are. And the mistakes from the back caused the goals. Basically, the Mendy goal, opened up the floodgates, but they just had more desire across the whole field. Every single player out there, defense, midfield, offense, just had more desire. They pressed hard, ran hard, worked
And
harder.
it wasn't even a man-to-man pressing; it was more zonal
Yeah.
pressing, and that's how they were able to like get Chelsea into traps. And
Because
then
they know that Chelsea like to build with the wing back. So what they do, anytime the ball goes on the wide side, they do the zone pressing. So
Yeah.
they cut off all the channels on that side because they know that your two double pivots don't have the creativity to kind of get the ball in transition. You always use the fullbacks, Cucurella or Loftus-Cheek or
yeah.
James. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. And then
How many percent do you put on Thomas Tuchel himself? Because this team doesn't know.
I've said it from on the space earlier on. I've said that it's his responsibility to figure out a solution with the players that he has. You can't tell me that Leeds players are better than Chelsea players.
No.
You can't tell me.
Mm-mm.
So why is this guy able to get the best out of his players, and you guys struggle? He must figure out what the problem is. He just has to. And it's not a matter of trolling or saying, I'm just saying that he just has to do that, man. You can't buy every single player in the whole world. You gotta figure out what you have, you gotta figure out a solution. And you have Broja on the bench, right? Broja is on the bench.
He was injured.
He was injured.
Okay.
Because this is my fear. You are bringing in Aubameyang without no creator. How the score goes? How?
And so they switch to Liverpool system now. Just have your midfield three guys who can win the ball.
But Abdullah, we can create. We can create. We just can't finish our chances. Most of the time we can create, but we just cannot finish our chances. I've seen it. So I don't know. I'm still speechless. I'm still speechless. But good thing is I didn't watch the whole second half. At least I went to church like after we conceded the third goal. Cause yeah.
Why don't
Anyways,
y'all get
talk.
Why don't y'all get like why don't you ever look at why hasn't Chelsea ever looked into getting Milinkovic-Savic?
Exactly. Thank you.
That's a guy that can give you like 11 goals just from the midfield alone. Then that's a guy that will take pressure off guys like Havertz, Sterling, and then Mount, because you don't need, bro. Like, I don't really think you need in this day and age. You don't really need an out and out striker, like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just get guys who know how to be in the right positions and are intelligent. And I think like if you put Milinkovic-Savic on this team, he's a guy that's physically strong. He can head the ball. He has a good eye for a pass. He's good technically. He can get you goals from the midfield. And then you have Mount. Let's say like him, not because he's on the team, he attracts more defensive attention. Then you let Havertz. Then Havertz can have more freedom, but can even get you 5 more goals. Sterling can up his goal tally. Like, I don't really think you need a striker. I think looking at a guy like that you know is more safe. That can get you, like, Aubameyang is 30 mil and 33. You get a Milinkovic-Savic for like 52 mil, however Lazio want for 20. That's 27. Has about like 3 to 4 more good years left. I think that would be a good buy.
You know the funny thing, Chimere, You know the funny thing about this game, You know that Leeds didn't play with the number 9.
Yeah, Bamford.
They didn't play with their number 9, though.
Oh, that is true, yeah.
So again, I asked the question: how is Jesse Marsh able to get that performance out of Leeds United without a number 9 who's injured with lesser quality players?
No, Carl, Joshua said the success for this team was Jorginho. He said that was what won them the way, because he said he told this player, don't give him the chances to either turn or either pass the ball. Whenever we get chances, 3 or 4
That's
players
what
must
to
be
do.
on it.
It's a hellish press, and I tell
Yeah,
you,
he
this is
said
why I
3 or
hated.
4 players must be
I
on it.
hated.
And once you go
Yep.
at Jorginho, you're gonna win Chelsea. That's what he said.
As a PSG fan, I'll tell you, I hated playing Leipzig in Champions League because of Jesse Marsch. Because Jesse Marsch doesn't want the ball. He doesn't want the ball. He just wants to put he wants to press you super high, and your midfielder that is in charge of creating the game for you. For us, it was Verratti. That game, we were 2-0 down. We had to come back to win 3-2. And, bruh, like, it was like 4 or 5 players on Verratti in every time he received the ball. And it's a hellish press to play out of. So I know Jorginho was fighting for his life in that
when
game.
Jesse said that, I was like, oh my God, I know where the problem is. Because Jesse said that, he said their game plan to win this match wasn't even the wing back. It was Jorginho himself. I told my players, 3 players must be on him. Don't allow him pass. Don't allow him turn. Don't even allow him do anything. Take him out of the game. Once you take him out of the game, you're gonna win Chelsea. He said it. You're gonna win
Who was
Chelsea.
playing with Jorginho?
And then when
was,
Tuchel
Gallagher.
took off,
Gallagher.
that's why when Tuchel
okay,
took him
okay.
off. Yeah, and Tuchel
Okay.
shouldn't have taken off Jorginho and that because I thought Chelsea were playing fine with like after the 2-0 in the start of the second half. Like I thought if Chelsea just get a goal, they're back in it.
Mhm.
But then he took off Jorginho and then he just put Loftus-Cheek there with a bunch of like 5 attackers, and it's just like there's no control. So obviously Leeds scored another goal to make it 3 and the game was over. So like I don't know, man. Like it's just Tuchel is really out of whack right now. He's not like, and playing Gallagher deeper than Mount is just so dumb. Like
Why?
Tuchel just doesn't know, and insisting on Loftus-Cheek as a wing back, like Tuchel just does so much dumb shit, man. Like get wing backs, get actual wing backs if this is what you're gonna do. Like, why not just get
But
actual
listen,
wing backs?
I keep telling people this is I won't say my fear, but this is where I'm gonna have an issue with Tuchel. But Bole is backing him now, and I keep telling him if we receive the same result here in the next 15 matches, he will get sacked.
Wait, Abdullahi, is Fofana for 90 million euros a deal to make right now, given the state of your attack?
Yeah, we need a defender. I don't trust Chalobah and I don't trust Aspi because they are old. And 90 million for Fofana, does it worth it? I'm a little bit because of the price tag, but I think he is a fantastic player where we're gonna need in a team where he can help us transition the ball from the defense.
But
But
Fofana's
like,
a good
you guys
player, but
need somebody who
really
can
worth
make.
80 million? Is he really worth 80 million? That's my question.
But the
I
problem
just
is,
think
it's not
Chelsea
even about-
urgently need an attacker that can
Mhm.
just make things happen.
Mhm.
Okay,
Exactly.
it doesn't even need to be a number 9. It's just someone who you give them the ball and you can be like, he's gonna, like Hazard was for you guys back in the day. Just someone who you can give the ball to make something happen, because you don't have that right now. You really don't.
Hijack the Anthony deal.
100 million.
I don't know if Anthony's that kind of player. It remains to be seen, but
Well, look, PSG, like, okay, look, Chimere, back to what you were saying about Milinkovic Savic. Like, you're right. Like, I'll be honest, I've been begging like for Chelsea to like go for
but he
him
wouldn't.
like,
You
ever
can't
since
play
the
him.
World Cup.
But you
like,
can't play him. You can't play him in a double pivot. That 3-4-3 you guys play.
I know.
He can't play. Like, you would have to play a 4 at the back. You would have to.
Yeah, he got to switch to a 4. It's time to switch.
Yeah.
But back to my point.
Oh,
like,
back to the 4 now. You guys are you Chelsea fans flip flop with this shit.
No.
Y'all be
The problem is,
flipping.
listen, the problem is we can't even play back for because we don't have the pattern to do it and the structure to do it. So I don't even want us to do it right now because you know what it's called in Africa? We call it woto woto. We haven't played
Yeah.
Newcastle yet. Brighton is still there. Brentford is there. Fulham is there. Man City is there. Liverpool is there. Arsenal is there. We haven't even played any top team level of team yet, and we are considering this goal like this. Oh my God!
You be all right. I think, to be honest, I don't really think this game. I don't really think in this kind of games.
No. We're not gonna be all right because let me say this: if Chelsea don't get an extra winger, and if they don't get a striker, and let's say
And
an
the coach.
extra midfielder, then this could be trouble.
Yeah, they don't right now. I would forego getting a center back till January, and I
Really?
would really look to I would really look. That's if you have them. If you have the money, just by all means, just splash the cash.
No, too,
But
because you know what
if you
Tuchel said?
can't,
He
but
said no.
you guys need urgent
The
reinforcements in
problem is
attack,
Tosin.
man.
Tuchel said he wants Wesley Fofana because he said Thiago is going to be 30 this December, and as Aspilicueta is already towards 30 something already. So he wants young player that can last for a long time, where he can rely on going for a future. So I can understand why
I
he
get
won't
it,
want
but you
to.
need a 9 right now. Like
Yeah,
Sterling,
also, that's why
Will
we're
start
going
playing
for
well if
Aubameyang,
there's a
Aubameyang this season.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Aubameyang. I mean, Aubameyang
But
is he that
PSG,
kind of guy?
PSG,
When you're, I don't know.
I
PSG,
don't trust Aubameyang. Man.
PSG.
I don't know about Aubameyang,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, well, the thing about the Obama thing is that I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like the guy joined Barca in January. Like it doesn't make sense for him. It doesn't make sense for him to leave Barca right after he joined. Like how many months ago? It doesn't make sense. That's why I don't
Bro,
think it's gonna happen.
I don't even think, bro. I don't even think the guy got to be like. I don't think he has to be an out-and-out striker. Like, just get a guy like, for example, like who's this guy from Bayer Leverkusen? Who's with the Abbey? Something like that. That's fast. That has some explosion, a little trickery. Like
No,
you know, you can.
we are linked to Jeremy Pino. How good is he?
Ah man, I mean, bro, I'm not sold on him, bro. Like I don't know about that guy. Again, he's pretty young.
We're
Like
also linked to Wilfred Zaha too. So I don't know. It's a little bit.
Zaha,
Zaha would be a good buy.
he's
Zaha would be
30.
a good.
He's 30.
Come on, man.
my
Like, why you
boy,
guys
my
always?
boy, my boy, my boy, my boy, Alain Saint Maximin
Come on,
dropped
man.
one
Why you
of the
guys always
performances
hyping
of the
up,
season.
man?
Bro,
He
like,
does
come on,
this. He does this every season.
Yo,
Tosin, by the
Chelsea
way,
should look at him. Chelsea should look at him.
bro.
Wilton, Wilton.
Bro, Sir
bro,
Maximin does this every season, bro. But
he's not leaving.
finishing.
He's not leaving.
He's
Wait,
finishing, man.
Wilton,
His
Wilton,
finishing is not class, though. And that's the only
Wilton.
thing I don't like about Sir Max. His end product just ain't there, man.
What do you mean
Yeah,
end
we-
product? He was making good decisions all game.
Talking
He's
about
as dangerous
scoring, bro.
as you
That's
can
what Chelsea
be.
need. That's what Chelsea
Bro,
need, bro.
Bruno Goomer is, bro.
No,
That
Chelsea needs
that
someone
dude
who
is
can make
class.
something happen. Honestly, I thought that player could be Pulisic, but I don't know what happened to Pulisic. Like
Like
his
Tuchel
confidence
happens.
is in the
Bro,
gutters.
Steven, were you
Tuchel
gonna say
happens, bro.
something to me, bro?
Yeah, I was. Well, I wanted to. Yeah, because I know you're a Madrid fan, and like, yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I remember when I was begging, like, for like Ronaldo, like last month, because I said he's better than Kai Havertz, he's better than all the attackers at Chelsea have. I remember people were like bashing me and saying that, oh, he's gonna destroy, like the whole team. He's going because he has an ego problem.
Those are the casuals, man. Those are the casuals that say stuff like that, man.
No, but that's not the problem, Wilton. Like those are like the crazy Chelsea fans, because they even like gave me the same excuse. They all gave me the same excuse. So, dude, Havertz is enough. Ziyech is enough, etc. I'm like, no. Ronaldo
No,
is
but
better than all of these.
Steven,
these
even
attackers
if
that
you do
Chelsea
get
currently have.
Ronaldo, though, even if you do get Ronaldo, you still be in the same situation that you're in right now because because the thing about Chelsea, right? I know you guys. I think you guys are gonna sign Aubameyang, but I don't think Aubameyang is gonna solve your issues. Because at the end of the day, what Chelsea main issue is that, right? You guys just not creating good attacking situation consistently. You just not. Because it's your fullback, so inshallah, it's Reece James, Koulibaly, your center back that will score on the goals, and Jorginho if he gets a penalty occasionally. Because yes, and you don't have and you obviously you don't have a clinical striker in there, and because Kai Havertz he's been missing a lot of chances. But even if you do get Ronaldo, who's gonna give him service consistently?
Man, it's a good question.
Because if you have like if you have a KDB in there or Modric, you're good.
Somebody send the super chat. What happened to Pulisic? Well, Tuchel happened to be Pulisic. History shows that Tuchel doesn't rate Pulisic. It's that simple. My problem with Pulisic and Tuchel is, I think is more than system. It's deep in, because Pulisic father on Twitter has always been saying it. Tuchel is destroying Pulisic. He's not using him the best way he used to, and he's been having a go at Tuchel since last year in terms of criticizing, Tuchel. I'm telling him, you're not using my son in the right way you used to use him. is very good player. Yes, he will get injured, but Pulisic wants to play and wants to feel important in the team, and that's on Tuchel to make him feel that good.
That form Pulisic had after the COVID, when we came back from COVID, right? That run of form he had, he was so good, man.
Yep.
When we came back from
And
COVID,
what happened to him?
I don't know.
That was Lampard.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was Lampard, wasn't it? That run of form he had, he was so good, man.
No,
Like,
but on the
he was
Lampard,
unstoppable.
On the Lampard, I can't lie, bro. Lampard, Tuchel's a better coach than Lampard, but Lampard knew how to get the best out of the attackers. It was like people were scoring goals. Like
Yeah,
Tammy
they
Abraham
were
hit,
leaking
like,
goals. Yeah, they were leaking goals under Lampard. They weren't as strong defensively, but their attack was very fluid.
Yeah, they were scoring like Tammy Abraham hit like 13 goals in the Prem, I think, right?
Yeah.
Even now, if somebody like that could score, if somebody would score 15 goals for Chelsea, I'd lie you cry tears of joy in the league right now.
Even Timo Werner was getting into good chances. He just wasn't finishing them. He was getting he missed so many easy goals.
Vilton, this is where I don't like doing this, but
I'm kind of worried for Chelsea though, man.
No.
Like,
Vilton, this has to go on Thomas Tuchel himself. What is he actually doing on the training pitch in terms of
Hey, Blue Eyes pulled up. Blue Eyes pulled up.
Hold on, Blue Eyes, in terms of coaching these players, because we can actually see that these players are not that bad as a team. They can actually play football. So I don't know what's going on in terms of the
your midfield today, man. Because I was told the Premier League.
I don't know why you went out.
Oh,
that Chelsea midfield is so
Abdullah, right? The Premier League, right? Like Blue Eyes will always say, man, pace and power. Your midfield today, man.
Brother.
Your midfield today, Abdullah, man. The way your midfield was getting outrun by Leeds United midfield, it was just funny, man. Like there is no pace, there is nothing in your midfield, bro. It was so easy,
turn off
bro.
your mic. I'll be able to bring you in, brother. I can't even.
Man, I'm worried for you guys, man. I'm worried, man.
Yo, Vilton.
Steven, give me a take on today's match.
Shit, bro. Same as last season. What's changing? Nothing. They're too busy on the training pitch playing fucking basketball, bro. This manager is a clown, bro. He needs to fuck off. Seriously, I'm done.
Who'd you want to replace him with?
Hey, and you said Haaland was gonna be a flop, man. Like, man, you getting a lot. You're taking a lot of L's right now.
We'll get there.
Wait, if you guys want Tuchel fired, right? I'm curious. Who'd you guys want?
Luis Enrique, Lucho.
Really? You think Lucho
Zidane?
will leave?
Zidane.
Yeah, I want Luis Enrique because after the World Cup, he's leaving Spain national team. So I want Enrique.
Enrique or Zidane? Enrique
for me.
But do you guys think if Pep wasn't in the league, you guys think Chelsea would actually compete for the league, or is it Pep that just making Tuchel looks like a regular coach?
No.
Don't you think it's because of Pep though that the level is very so?
So, Oga Blue Eyes, give us your take on this, man, because I know I'm gonna get cooked here. So I already tweeted out already. So let me start getting cooked now. So give me your take on this, man.
There's nothing to analyze, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, big up everybody, but yeah, there's nothing to analyze.
How was your boy shit?
Who? You mean Reece James?
It's not as bad as that shitty J5, man. Just get rid of
no,
this clown.
It was
waste my time. Waste my time going there.
Yeah,
fuck this, man.
For me, it was. There's nothing to analyze. The truth is,
and speak on Mendy, man. Speak on Mendy.
No,
man.
but when I was saying this last season, right? Everybody said I need to give Tuchel a chance. You see, but
still
again,
on probation. You were right.
No, it's not about. I don't think he's still on probation. It's just the bottom line is, as long as we're able to establish a heat map in regards to areas of opportunity after this game around the pitch, because that team is completely depleted. There's nothing left of it, and it's scary. And now, Raheem Sterling is looking like a passenger, man.
We told you he was gonna be a passenger.
He's not gonna be a passenger. God forbid. Yo, Milton, take your prayer and jump off. No, we don't take this here.
No, but this is gonna be what, like the sixth. This is gonna be like the next attacker that can't get a run of good form under.
That's
Tuchel.
on Tuchel, bro.
No,
That's
but
on
this is
Tuchel.
but this is game day 002. Come on, guys, game day 002. But in all, something is not right, and
Yeah, it's the manager. Let's be real.
No, but no, let's use logic, right? Against Spurs, you guys were
hold on. But let me just finish. Let me finish what I'm saying here. But the thing is, at the end of the day, there's nothing different from what we're doing in the past 6 months. We're doing the same thing, and it's turning into insanity. There's nothing coming out of the midfield. Our attackers are bereft of any kind of creativity. Kai Havertz is not a 9, nor is he a false 9. And what's his name? Sterling is having to go too deep to activate his skill set, and that's not good for us. I appreciate coming deep, but not too deep, And then, do we really need to talk about Conor Gallagher? I'm not blaming him. This is his first shot, but you can you see what we're talking about. Playing
he's not at the level.
Yeah, toss him, bro. That's what I'm telling you. Like, when he was playing Crystal Palace, he looked good. But when you tell people that there's a difference, man, when you play in our midfield, people.
Yeah, but Tuchel did him no favors playing him deeper than Mount. You can't play him. You can't play Gallagher next to Jorginho and have Mount play more advanced. Even though Mount is better. Advanced and deeper than Gallagher. So either don't play Gallagher at all, because like Loftus-Cheek would have been the more
because the way
made more sense.
The way your midfield's getting outrun in there. I don't know why he didn't just pull Loftus-Cheek in there. Your midfield was like a desert today, bro. Like you guys were outrun. Like you guys were just not on it.
Absolutely,
it was so easy. It was so easy for Leeds.
The problem is, first of all, Loftus-Cheek, cannot stitch together a series of consistent, high quality performances. That's my problem with Loftus. If you were to look at his what do you call it, his a graph. If there was a graph for Loftus-Cheek, it would just be like it's somebody trying to sign a check all over the place. The waves will be all over the place with Loftus-Cheek. That's the problem. And then Conor Gallagher, he's not disciplined enough to manage that position. But again, Thomas Tuchel gave him a chance. I just feel Thomas Tuchel wants him gone. That's why he played him today. I feel that was just a business move. Throw him in the trenches. If he gets out of it, then he will stay. If he can't, you see what I told you? This kid cannot make it. And he looked like he had 2 left feet.
But the problem is
he says he sees him to Kante's replacement, so I don't think he's going anywhere, bro. You're gonna keep.
Yeah, but the problem. But here's the problem. Anyways,
are you saying Conor Gallagher is Kante's replacement?
That's what Tuchel said. Yeah, Tuchel with his.
But that is the beginning of the problem.
Steve mean that. He probably doesn't mean that.
But Steve, that's the beginning of the problem. If it shouldn't be Kante's replacement. It should be an addition to the midfield, because if we keep doing this thing, Kante's replacement, we're never ever gonna get Kante's replacement. As a matter of fact, Kante cannot replace himself as it stands now.
Facts.
So that's what I'm saying. We need to go.
This whole thing about Kante's replacement, I think that phrase should be put to bed. We need to start looking at the length and breadth of that midfield. We have a depleted midfield, and that is the truth.
But Blue Eyes, I have a question to ask you and the other panel.
Yeah.
In the substitution today, yes, Conor Gallagher is not a double pivot player. I don't want to see both. See, never ever again do I want to see Mason Mount and Gallagher play together in the same team. I've been saying it. I don't know if Tuchel analyze game based on his eyes on his stomach. We fans can see that it does not work. Why is he being stubborn and doing that? Ampadu is more a natural DM. It's only DM on the pitch. Why isn't Tuchel trusting him to play that place? Why?
Because Conor Gallagher has a better loan report. Remember, these guys are feeding off loan.
But Blue Eyes, Gallagher is not good in a double pivot.
No. Tosin, you're laughing. These guys are feeding off loan reports, and it's funny, Tosin, you're right. But they're feeding off loan reports. If you look at if there was a sort of a loan report card that came back to Cobham, Conor Gallagher is probably number one on that list in terms
But
of
Gallagher is
performance.
number.
Oh yeah, like they were putting him in the Premier
Guys,
League team of the
guys,
season
guys,
and
That's
stuff.
what I'm
Guys,
saying. So
guys, Patrick
no,
Vieira came out and said that to utilize the best in Gallagher, play him as a number 10. He said
but that's you can't say that because number 10 is not when you say number 10 is not rigid in every formation. Every formation is different.
Yeah.
Formations are dynamic. The way Crystal Palace plays is the reason why Conor Gallagher
And
can
Gallagher
see
is
foot.
not a number 10. Gallagher is an advanced midfielder.
Yes, I find he's a hardworking. Gallagher has no techers. He's a hardworking player.
Yeah, no, he has no tech.
He has no tech. He's a hardworking player. Gilmour has more techers than Gallagher, but Gilmour is not as hardworking. So I mean, it's all over the place. So now, if Tuchel use this game to understand where his weaknesses and his strengths are in the squad, then fine. But if not, and he's still blind to the fact that he thinks he has a strong squad, then we're in for a problem. Then I'm just gonna focus on Champions League like I did last year. Focus on cup competition and forget about marathon football because we can't play
Tuchel's not gonna last the season, bro.
We can't play marathon football with this squad, man.
Yeah, I don't think he's lasting the season. Like
It's not. This guy's gonna do. I'm telling you, he's had enough money to spend already, and he's gonna spend more. And if the same shit keeps happening, get this fucking clown out, man. I had enough already, man.
And you see, the problem is, you guys. I'm surprised nobody has even mentioned why I came on the stream. I'm surprised. Nobody has mentioned.
Why have you?
I have a funny feeling Tuchel might destroy Cucurella. I have a very sad, funny feeling because
how Cucurella and Mason Mount by far your two best players today.
Hold on.
Mason Woodstock.
Hold on.
Mason was
there is
Mason Mount created good chances
Cucurella
for you guys today. Cucurella?
Let me just finish what I'm saying before you guys go on your Cucurella rant. Listen, the dynamism. I scouted Cucurella for myself. The dynamism I saw in Cucurella at Brighton, I can tell that the coach is telling him to reduce it. You can see because you can tell he's more under a leash.
He just don't have the level, bro.
No. He's more under a leash.
For the wrong manager.
I think so. I hope not. But I'm seeing some of the dynamic because he's not in his game. His game was good, but it wasn't dynamic. And one of the things that really got me excited about Cucurella is his dynamism. He's sort of an omnipresent kind of player. He can play all over that left wing. But I saw that he was very, very calculated, always making that. He was always cutting back to make the pass into the midfield. He wasn't adventurous. He was just playing safe. You can tell he was trying to please the coach. And that's my problem.
Yeah, and that's what he's done to Reece James. So don't come at him, innit? It's on the coach.
Yeah, well, I guess so.
Yeah,
Steve.
and
so Blue Eyes, how long are you gonna give Tuchel to actually have a proper?
Oh no, I'm going to
have a proper conversation with Thomas Tuchel. Serious conversation.
When I was saying this, when I was having this conversation,
I know it's still a match. But this cannot keep going. No, it cannot. It cannot.
Yeah, but listen, the bottom line is this, right? I can't give Tuchel any expiry date as for now.
And he always makes excuses. Oh, we had to go on the bus.
I'm gonna finish. Steven, let me finish here really quick.
Sorry, I'm just pissed.
No problem. No, I know you're pissed, bro. No, take your let it out, bro. let it out. Listen, I can't give this guy no expiry date. I was doing that last year. For me, he's on probation, and he hasn't come off that probation yet. And I heard that he's getting a 2-year extension. Steven, is that true?
Oh, well, I hope it's on
That's
hold.
what I heard.
Yeah, you see when I was telling you guys about Abramovich.
Could be.
When I was telling you guys about Abramovich, you guys say stop beating a dead horse. Abramovich will give you 2-year contract. A 2-year contract is basically a glorified loan. Not loan. It's basically a 2-year contract is like a 1-year loan deal. That's why I love Roman. We'll look at you for 1 year and see if, and that's what we should be doing to Tuchel. Before we go into building this big picture, big plan, we need to find out the kind of, because if we end up spending 300 million, ladies and gentlemen, if we end up spending 300 million plus,
and what we can show for his top 4, that's bad.
Not yo, bro.
Blue eyes.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, bro. Yes.
Okay. Look, let me ask you this:
Sure.
if Tuchel ends up getting sacked, who do you want?
Very good question. You see, the thing is, I know who I want.
Sudan.
No.
There is no coach at the moment. You need to
the guy.
Stephen, after the World Cup, Luis Enrique will step down as the same.
The only guy I want is the guy at Atletico.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God!
Oh,
you want to ruin Chelsea? Like,
I don't want to ruin Chelsea. I'm tired of shipping goals. I'm sick and tired of shipping goals, man. I would rather listen. I would rather go through the season and all the games if that's poetry enough for you. I'd rather go through the season.
What is this guy Blue Eyes talking about?
I'd rather go through the season. Let me tell you the truth. I'd rather go through the season not conceding one goal, tying all this. That's how bad we are. For some reason we concede. We concede few goals, but we concede catastrophic goals. Let that sink in.
I mean, last season, statistically speaking, you had the third best defense in the league.
Yeah, but why is it when we concede we never come back? Why is that? When was the last time we conceded and come back?
Exactly.
Wait, the truth about what Abdullah said is that, when you said the statement that you make that Tuchel to not make the mistake and start Gallagher and Messi Mount once again. If you really watch that game today, you will know that I know Gallagher was, performing at a time. It's like, I don't know if you remember the time Messi Mount, the kind of player Messi Mount is. It's just those kind of player that I don't know how to say it. They just want to be everywhere in the pitch, just be running around. And Gallagher was doing that, and it was just like someone that is left without it did not have him. It did not know his own wing that he's playing, and it was just if he holds the ball, I don't know what he's thinking sometimes. That game, you guys talking about Cucurella. It did not have him. Listen, you see that game when
your cousin will drop someone off?
When it comes to
for real, man. Wow.
When it comes to
and he drives too.
A game that yes you are losing, and we know what was going on in that game. It was just like everyone in that game. I don't know what happened to them. The 10 players in the pitch. Okay, let's just forget about the goalkeeper. We know Mendy. For me, I think it feels like they can't discipline him.
Mendy will be dropped for the next game. Let me tell you right now.
No, he won't be dropped.
How much you want to bet? Bet me now.
He won't be dropped because if he will be dropped, the same thing happened against Madrid and Dubai.
I'm telling you, he's dropped. He's dropped for Leicester.
Dubai, am I lying?
Watch.
Did he start? He started the second leg in Madrid now. The same thing happened against Madrid, and he still start. And Tuchel, one thing about Tuchel is that he don't always discipline players, so that the player will be scared and know that yes, there's something you have manager. That's when you see some Chelsea player when they are playing, they just feel like let me just play. If I can get a go, I can get a go. If I can't get a go, that's none of
Clip this. Mendy will be dropped for Leicester. Clip it now, Abdullah. I beg you, clip it.
I want him even dropped. I want him dropped too.
When you drop Mendy and Kepa came in, maybe Kepa have a good performance. The Mendy starts seeing on social media that people now are praising Kepa.
Yeah, let them praise Kepa. If his head is
that's what I'm saying. No. I said his brain.
No. In my native language, you say Tori Yoruba on my like him. If head is not correct, they will use stick to break that head. Mendy head is not correct. That's what I'm saying.
Like if
they need to
go on
use
social
stick
media
and break that head that is not correct.
And you go on social media and see that they are praising Kepa. I swear, Mendy, if you put him inside the pitch again, it's gonna be like Mendy that just came for a first season in Lille that we know. He will not try and make one mistake. What did he think he was doing? Yes, we know you are a goalkeeper. At least goalkeeper, they also train you in footwork. They pass the ball to you in training ground for you to know how to compose the ball. Then you were just holding the ball. He did the same thing. This same Mendy did the same thing against West Ham, if you remember. That was almost the same thing. He have an opportunity if he can't pass the ball to his own player and play it outside and play it on the throw. But Mendy was just there. That's how they win the ball and also score Chelsea. And that game, we did not end up winning it. The same thing happened to him against Madrid, Benzema, the Champions League. Mendy was one of the issues that made Chelsea did not pass through that quarterfinal in that Champions League, and I will say it every time. Because I don't know Mendy that we know before. Mendy, at least Mendy made attempt for if you try to like score him, he make attempt. But Mendy now just head the ball and do lie. We just stand and just feel concerned. Like I don't want to dive or I don't, I don't understand. This thing, if I want to blame anybody for like what is going on, I will number one person that I will blame. I know Tuchel is good, but I will blame him as a coach. That's why you see Jose Mourinho. You can't come as a player and say you are alpha and omega. Never. You can never brag towards Mourinho. If Mourinho don't mind losing the game, he will take you off. I remember when Cristiano Ronaldo in Madrid, when he was just like inside the pitch, exchanging word with Mourinho. You know what he did? He removed Cristiano and he put this little boy in the time that Kovacic was still young. He put Kovacic into the game, played the ball without no striker, let him lose. And the next game, he did not start Ronaldo. Then you will know that yes, you are not bigger than the coach. It's only coach that can ruin your career. It's only coach that will also make your career be the best. Except they sack the coach. Tuchel will just be there. Look at a press conference after the interview. Like, you did not even talk about the players. They just leave the players. For that, like let them go now. Like it's none of their business. If Tuchel continue this thing and there is no discipline, I understand the reason why someone here was saying that we need Diego Simeone. But if Diego Simeone shout like he stream when you miss some boy, when you will shout and the way you will see the passion that yes, someone is coaching you. But if we just let's just forget. Cucurella, it's not that he's not going to play well in Chelsea, but the issue is that about Cucurella is that today game it was so bad to the extent I don't even know which player to call. And number two, Abdullah, Sterling has started this character that we know before. The goal that you expect Sterling to score, that's the goal we miss. The goal that you don't expect Sterling to score, that's the goal we score.
I don't think it's his fault though today, but it was actually
look at the 2 minutes, like 2 minutes goal. Is that not the goal that Sterling did not score?
Every attacker missed that goal too. Every attacker missed that. At least he even tried and kind of.
It did not even go on target.
Well, it was on target. It was on target.
No, it was not on target.
It was on target. It was.
Oh, who watched the game? I
watched the game.
It was on target, bro. I was there.
Is the goalkeeper that saved it?
See, okay, you are saying if a player plays ball now and the goalkeeper doesn't save it.
No, I'm just saying, like, did he even go through the goal? That's what I'm saying.
He went through, yeah, he went. He does.
He went through the goal and goalkeeper saved it. It's not like corner of
the problem with, I think for me, that first 2 minutes was Stanley should have played the ball to Cucurella, and Cucurella should play to Kai about I can understand what Stanley wanted to do.
Yo, Abdullahi. I forgot there's something else I wanted to talk about. This is very important. Very, 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 very important.
Okay.
When my center back is doing more slide tackles than splitting the midfield passes, I have a problem with that. And this is in regards to my brother Khalidu, man.
Khalidu, but it was doing a foreman job today. You know that.
Khalidu cannot kill himself.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Amy, thank you for actually thank you for coming out.
Because the guy was carrying like 4 people today.
No. But all I'm saying is,
he was pissed off today.
Let me explain. You guys are missing the point. I think was it Maldini? Somebody made that. There was somebody that made that statement.
Like if I have to slide tackle, that means I've done something wrong.
Man, that's a goofy ass quote, man.
It makes sense, especially for your
a
last
tackle
one.
is needed. A tackle is needed.
Maldini, but you know, on top of that, blue eyes, Maldini is still the tackle.
Yeah, but when it's needed, because what I noticed with this guy, is I can tell he has no pace. Anybody that does too much tackles has no pace.
That's not true.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
No, you know, he has pace. The thing is this, right?
No, he has the pace to catch up.
I don't think
he has no pace.
He has pace.
No, he has no pace. Come on, guys.
Does Van Dijk let me ask you guys. Blue Eyes, does Van Dijk have pace?
No, but you know what Van Dijk can do? Van Dijk knows how to run into space. That's a good question, Amy. That's why Van Dijk is upper echelon. He's a world class. I consider him.
You don't think Koulibaly is world class?
Koulibaly is top class.
He's world class, bro. He has been world class for 4 years.
I hear you. But
yeah, but I know people say Serie A. You know, Serie A.
Not because of Serie. All I'm saying is moving forward.
After Gladys,
let me tell you something. Rough football. You know one thing, Amy, that you're forgetting, right? Mm-hmm. Think about after Koulibaly, because what I'm seeing with the slide tackles, who do you think was our highest slide tackle defender since Koulibaly came?
Since Koulibaly came,
yeah. Let's say in the past 5 years, who do you think was our highest slide tackle defender in the past 5 years?
Zuma.
Thank you. And that's
what that doesn't mean they're two different defenders, though.
No, but
there's some people see slide tackle is part of defending, right?
No,
it's a defensive move.
Mm-hmm. No, you're missing the point. Slide tackle, for me, for those who played, if you remember those basic card games, like slide tackle is Joker. I will slide tackle when there's nothing else left.
Correct.
I will use my pace and my ball intelligence and space management to beat you as a defender. And
that's the problem people have with Christensen.
But hold on, let me land. I'm not talking about. Hold on, let me land. Because today, if you look at what that boy, I think he's American. That boy is good. I think
is he Rodrigo?
No, the guy that scored the goal that took the ball from Mendy. That guy. He's a very technically sound player.
Yeah, he's American. He's American.
He's a very technical.
I've forgotten his name.
Whatever his name is, that boy is.
Is he American?
He has to be with that name.
Yeah,
that name. I figured this guy's an American. You see what he did? You see, you can tell Marsh. What's his name? The coach. Jesse Marsh. He told him. You can see the coaching on the field.
No.
Hold on, let me land.
The postman, Jesse Marsh said, "This is what he told his player." Said, "I did not tell them to do it. I only told them to just go."
No, but let me land.
No, he said 3 man or 4 man on Jorginho. He said, once you take Jorginho out of the game, you win Chelsea. He said it clearly.
Go on, Blue Eyes. Go on.
What I was going to say is, this Aronson guy, you can tell Jesse Marsh told Aronson, right, to attack Koulibaly on the weak side. It was just so easy to see. And I was hoping Koulibaly wouldn't. That's why I said, Koulibaly, why do you slide tackle a lot? And people are probably studying that because that slide tackling is a form of is a way of exuding vulnerability. You don't slide tackle all the time. You don't.
Yeah, that's true.
And he showed, and when you show this as a new player in a new league, you get mad, you get study. Coaches will just
they always know your tactics.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
They'll just be like this, how he defends.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I like John Terry. Because instead of John Terry to slide tackle, he will pick up a red card. That's John Terry.
And that's what he did today.
Instead of John Terry, no. But this guy, that Aronson guy he said a trap, and Koulibaly fell for it. I was surprised for a world-class world-class defender. He set the trap and the funny thing is he set the trap in the first half and caught it in the second half. That must say, come on, Koulibaly, bro.
It's the same thing that Mitrovic did to the Van Dijk, though, right? In the first match of the season.
Did Van Dijk get a red card?
You got a yellow card.
He got a yellow card. He would have gotten a red card for that foul in the box.
Because you can see
that was actually. I can bet you if that was another defender, they'll give him a red card.
Yeah,
he was the last one.
And also, I want to remember you something. Did you remember when Chelsea fans was on your space on Twitter? They were just like when Chelsea was linked to this guy Massimo, there was like Massimo can't play in Chelsea. He did not fit Chelsea game.
Okay.
Blue
He
eyes.
did not
Blue
fit
eyes.
this. They
Hold
were
up, mute that mic.
insulting that
Mute
guy.
your- Blue
Like
eyes, mute your mic.
I was like, for real. They
You
was
know
insulting.
that send
I will
back.
talk about that guy.
And-
I will talk about them as soon.
Yeah, we can
Listen,
talk about him
listen.
later. But let me
We'll
just
talk
talk
about
about
it
the match when you guys are. you
Go
guys-
on about
Blue eyes.
Koulibaly.
Quickly round up. I want to. I'll come to him.
Oh no, just all in all, there's no need to cry yet. There's no need to holler. There is light at the end of the tunnel. My only hope is that Thomas Tuchel is able to look at the team and figure out what is going on. Because if he's acting like a deer in the what's that saying? Deer in the headlight. How do you say it again?
No, when a deer sees a headlight, he shines.
It shines. He's thinking it's two cars and tries to walk through the middle. Yeah, if that's the approach, then he leaves himself in a very, very vulnerable position.
Blue eyes. What you said now, I have a feeling that will happen. You know why?
Yeah.
Because Tuchel, like last season, I've been backing Tuchel, and I'm like, Tuchel, I'm gonna give you a backing because you didn't get your player, there was sanction and everything.
Okay.
Now it's actually getting his player and he's getting himself exposed in front of the owner. See, Todd is not spending money.
And the owner was there shaking his head, bro. So it says it all.
Exactly. Blue eyes. The owner is not spending money to say, boss, chairman, I finished top 4 now. At least I do well. Todd Bowley is telling you, I'm spending money to either guarantee me a UCL spot or win a UCL for me, or top 4 or a trophy that will show that, because we can trust you as a manager to take us forward. And if it doesn't do well, that aspect, Todd Bowley is willing to say, okay, I'm going to just pay you whatever you want, get out of my club. I want to win. You cannot suddenly spend 300 and above without guaranteeing the money. It doesn't make any sense. Todd Bowley is a businessman. He wants to win. And he believes Tuchel is the man to take us forward. If he believes it's not the man, it's getting the half out of the club. And I won't be surprised. And I've been shouting Lucho, because Luis Enrique has a pattern of play. We can see Enrique will not play Mendy. Enrique will not play Mendy as a goalkeeper. He won't do that because he's not good on his feet. That was the reason he didn't bring David De Gea to the squad. He said that David De Gea is a better shot stopper, but it's not good to what I want in terms of playing from the back. I want someone that is good. That was why he went for the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper. What's his name?
The guy that replaced Kepa.
That replaced Kepa. Yeah, he said it. He's good on his feet and he do exactly what I want.
Something. Bull. I can't remember his name.
So I won't be surprised because Enrique job after the World Cup, he will step down as a Spain manager. He will be available. So I won't be surprised if Todd Bowley say, Tuchel, F it. Here's your money. Get out. And bring someone in. Because he wants to win.
Yo, but for me,
I'm hearing some background. What's going on?
It's not mine. It's not mine.
Is it yours?
No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you, Blue Eyes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And you see this thing. This is the reason why I want Koulibaly playing. I want Kalidou Koulibaly playing in
the back four.
No, but close, Amy. I want him playing. I rather him starting than Thiago Silva, because that will impose in him the discipline we need, so that he's not sliding all over the place. The guy who is supposed to be sliding is a Rudiger-esque type profile. So that's why we need another defender immediately.
No, but like Koulibaly is an aggressive defender. He's always been an aggressive defender.
No, but
That's
in the
his
EPL,
style.
right? In the EPL, right? If he shows his cards by sliding, he's gonna get got easy.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
That's the bravery. You have to have the bravery to defend. But just because you get
can't...
burned doesn't mean anything. Every defender will get burned.
No, but if you look at the way he got today, it's exactly the same thing.
By Aronson, he turned him that one time. I mean,
no, but if all I noticed with Koulibaly, right, and this is not the first, this is the second game, and I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying, stay up. You don't need to go down.
Yeah. The reason he's doing that, Blue Eyes, is because
if I'm Thomas Tuchel, I'll say, yo, stay up. Just stay up. Use your body. Run. I want to see. I'll test him on pace. I want to see how he can run and actually box a guy out.
He run today.
You didn't see him catch up to Rodrigo.
What did he go today?
Rodrigo is not fast. Rodrigo is not fast, bro.
Okay, but you said he has no recovery pace.
Rodrigo is not fast. Listen, this is just for the future. Koulibaly is great for us. I'm just trying. I'm not even.
Yeah, like I'm not even.
Hey, can I? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Amy, go.
Amy,
I'm done.
See, today's game, more Ivex.
That was why you came to the space and you left.
No, I left because if I talked in the space, man, they'll ban your space. No. I need to put my thoughts together on what really happened, and I think Tuchel definitely has the majority of the blame, but the players, oh my god! I was listening to you guys before I joined. Let's start with Tuchel, right? I feel Tuchel does not trust a lot of players in this team, and I feel that has permeated fear and caused trust issues within the players. I feel because a team that the chemistry is seamless, right? You will know when they play, you go know say, Omo, I don't tell you to pass the ball this way before. Look at Man City. Players are making runs even before the ball is passed. I'm not saying that our players are Man City players. But guess what? They know say it's sure the ball must reach here. All I need to do is just run towards
it's a pattern they have.
That pass is going to get to that spot. The person can put his mortgage on it. That pass will get there. But with Chelsea, we don't have those kind of players, first of all. Our players lack the technical abilities to actually, they lack the technical ability to actually even execute, some of those things. I won't lie to you. Gallagher in Crystal Palace and Gallagher in Chelsea, I always told people it will not work. I told people that Crystal Palace, they don't play possession football. You know what? Let me tell you another thing, Abdullahi. And I have this, right? So, are we trying to play possession football with counter-attacking type of players?
I don't know, brother. We don't have a pattern.
Because I won't lie to you. Let's start from our goalkeeper. He's definitely not a possession-based style of football kind of goalkeeper. He's a good shot stopper, right? He's not even at that, he still has his errors. But if you're telling him to use his feet to start play, to build up from the back, it becomes challenging when those options are closed down. Like today, what led to that first goal, right? Leeds, in the first 10-15 minutes, it was already a pattern. They overran our midfield.
Yeah.
They were pressing very high up.
You know what pissed me off? What pissed me off? And Mendy did it in the first 15 minutes when he dribbled Alisson. I was like, Mendy, are you mad? He did it in the first time. That same Alisson came in. He dribbled him. The guy was like, the guy noticed that, like, okay. Then
he's going to do it again. Next time, he's going to do it again. You always read player.
Exactly. Yeah, the guy is going to do it again.
First of all, we don't have, and I'll come to Tuchel, but I want to hit the players first, right? Kai Havertz. I don't know. I believe Kai Havertz is being used incorrectly. The same with Mason Mount. The same with even Gallagher today. Gallagher was so poor. In the first 15 minutes, he gave away the ball 9 times.
I said Gallagher was running around. He doesn't know his win.
He doesn't know where his next pass is, and that's not his role. That's not his role. And that's not his role. That means that's not his role.
I agree. That's not his role, right? I agree totally. But that's where I blame Tuchel, right? I was like, bro, you need to change this up. You have the players to play back for on this, on this field. You just need to bring Loftus-Cheek back into the middle to be that presence with Jorginho and Gallagher. And that way you show
anyway, do you watch US's channel in America that they analyze, that they kind of broadcast
Oh, this USA, no, them and the NBC guys. No, I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't.
I because I use USA to watch. I mean, when in America, I use USA to watch EPL.
Yeah.
So the what's called the guy who commented on the match, said, "See, for a commentator to talk about Chelsea match as a fans, I'm a little bit skeptical because he said Gallagher is not a double pivot player. Why is Tuchel playing?
Remember, I've said that on this stream. You know, when people were chanting, "Hey, let's play Gallagher," I say, Gallagher, where would you play him? You need to play Gallagher in a midfield 3. The same thing with Loftus-Cheek. You need to play midfield 3. There are players that are suited for midfield double pivot and players that can play midfield 3. There are 2 different patterns of play.
Yeah, let me finish up what the guy was saying.
When you deploy those 2 styles of football, right?
The guy said, the commentator said, it doesn't, as a former Chelsea player, it's sad to watch Chelsea play this way. He said when he saw the lineup that is Tuchel actually coaching this team in terms of pattern and the way they play, because he said, how do you play Gallagher in a double pivot in a pressing team where you can actually employ Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who is more of a dribbler that can beat the press? Yes, he may not be consistent, but he can actually do that job for a little bit in terms of suffocate lead. And you are playing Gallagher where that is not his position. He said, if I'm a Chelsea owner, I'm gonna be a little bit skeptical. I'm looking at him that, what is your pattern of play? Are we going forward with you?
Or
what? The commentator said that. I'm shaking my head. What is going on?
So, and Tuchel will tell you that his defense would be, his attacking players are poor. But the thing is, right, almost every attacking player that's come to Chelsea has become poor. I know Blue Eyes is going to be laughing. Blue Eyes and Abdul, they are the anti-Tuchel here. But the thing is, today I had to ask myself.
No laughing, man.
No, laughing. No, I know they laugh. I did vex. But what I see is this, right? This 3 at the back that we're deploying, right?
It's not working.
Why do we play so lethargic? Is it the quality of the players available to the coach?
I can answer that question.
Or do you guys
answer that question?
Or do you just think that the system is hampering the Chelsea players?
Is 2 things.
Or wait, I've asked 2 questions, right? The third question is, or do you think that the coach thinks that this team cannot play another system and still remain competitive and effective to win games?
Can I try?
You see that question?
You can try.
That question.
Wait, Abdullah, go on.
Okay. Emi, for me, is just 2 answers for me. Either Tuchel is not good enough to coach these players, or is being stubborn and lethargic as a manager to not understand this is my pattern of play. I need to make this thing better. See, we can talk about Pep Guardiola and Klopp and G's. A manager is being brought to the club to actually improve this player and make them play better, make them play better football, have a pattern, style of play. Thomas Tuchel is with that back 3. We do not have a style of play.
Do you think so? So you are saying the back 3 is hindering the players from exhibiting their prowess?
God bless you.
No.
Tuchel came out and said he's playing the back 3 just because he doesn't have the right profile in the team yet. That's why he's playing. I get that, but you are a coach, right?
Did people ever ask him what is his profile?
Exactly, I don't know. I'm questioning him now as a manager. I don't know. I'm questioning him. I don't know.
No, you can't question him. Maybe the third question where I asked, do you think that the coach actually thinks this team can play another system and still be effective and competitive to win games? Could that be the problem?
I'll tell you one. Emi,
look for that side too.
Emi, let me tell you what I think, and this is starting to dawn on me as we keep playing game after game after game. You know this thing that I hear people saying that our creativity comes from the wings?
Yes, and that's true.
But that's one of the biggest bullshit that is killing us.
Of course, we know that.
Because listen, I don't know why it is written in stone for Chelsea, only for Chelsea, that if you play back 3, your creativity must come from the wings. And unfortunately, our wing players are not actually creative.
Yeah, they can't dribble. Yeah, they're
not creative.
No.
You know, and this is for Steven. Steven, this is the reason. This is my beef with Reece James. Reece James can play ball, but
Reece James caused the second goal today.
Steven. I know, but that's what I'm saying. Reece James can play ball.
Where was he playing for that second goal? Please tell me.
He left.
He was in no man's land. He was left in no man's land.
Where was he playing? What was his position?
He was supposed to be marking the guy. He left.
Yeah, what position was he playing? Tell me.
Today, he was playing the right center back. Right?
This is
Thank you. That's not his position. He should be a fucking right wing back.
I'm a biggest fan.
No, but this is
why is he playing this fucking shit?
No.
This manager is going to turn us into the new Man United. Watch. I'm telling you.
No.
He's going to ruin it.
You cannot take away the blame from Reece James for that second goal. That was his man. He should be marking that man in the set piece.
Yeah,
yes.
Reece James. We know
is that his position? No.
But it's not about his position, Steven.
Well,
it's
play
about
the players in the fucking right position. This manager is a clown.
Okay. Let me say
this
something.
Fucking manager out of my club, bro. He's
Wait,
fucking
Steven,
shit, and he's overrated. I'm telling you.
No,
Get
he's
this
not.
clown out.
Wait. Let me just say something, right?
I blame the bus because we couldn't get on the bus. We have to go and fuck it. This guy's got an excuse for every loss.
Steve, it's okay.
Get him out.
This is PG. This is a PG rated program. Kids watch it, okay? But let me just quickly say something, and I'll let Blue Eyes answer the question, right? Now, this is now becoming a cliche. Blue Eyes and guys, right?
Face, bro. Fucking
no, see,
idiot.
This is becoming a cliche. This is becoming a cliche where everybody's saying, okay, play the players in their right position. Tuchel. Do you think? Wait, Abdullahi. Do you think Tuchel does not know the right positions for every player?
Yes,
no, he don't.
He does. He does.
Yeah, let him keep playing basketball.
But do you know why he cannot always play everybody in their best positions? Because it will expose the weakness of this team. This team has too many weaknesses. It's like trying to carry water out of a basket. It will expose the weakness of. Wait.
Tuchel carry on playing basketball in a training pitch. I had a week to play for this game, man. Come on, it's no excuse, man.
Emi, let me just make this statement, Emi. Yeah. Emi, right. So there are two things to it, okay? Number one is it's clear that we don't have the required players to play at the highest, to compete at the highest level.
Correct.
And on this stream, we've said it so many times.
Yes.
That we need minimum 6 players.
Correct.
And the reason why we are saying we need minimum of 6 players is so that we can be able to compete with the Cities and the Liverpool.
Correct.
Right? And we are able to be like a stable team. What's a stable team? A stable team is a team that can go maybe like 7 wins in a row.
Yes.
Okay. This Chelsea team is not stable. They cannot do that. That is fine.
That was going to get to my
hold on, Emi, hold on. You've gone on for like a while. So that is pretty much obvious to everybody. Another thing is, as we've been saying, some people might not acknowledge it, that me personally, from the little I know from football, Tuchel has been making mistakes.
Facts, bro.
You know what I mean? He's been making mistakes. That is why when Blue Eyes said, what's his name? Diego Simone, and you guys were laughing, it kind of like shows that you guys are not like looking at the ball, you're looking at something else. Because I tell you, if we had a Simone in that team, nobody would make any back pass to Mendy because we already know he's poor. You see, that's the difference between having a manager that is ingrained in the principles of football. He makes sure you place to your strengths and hides your weaknesses.
Correct.
Nobody, I tell you, will make a.
Hold
on. Nobody will make a back pass to Mendy because we already know Mendy cannot receive the ball and he cannot lay a pass. Okay?
Then why is he still the team? If he can,
So
if
that's why
if
I'm
he's not
saying. That's
if
why
he's
I'm
not
saying
among
that
the
Tuchel.
11 players,
That's why
like
I'm saying
there
Tuchel
are
Drop
just
some
for
needs.
there
Leicester.
are some
Watch.
there
Watch
are
him.
some
Watch when he's dropped
Hold
for
on,
games
Leicester, bro.
that they will attack you,
Yeah,
like
you'll see.
full
Leicester
attacking.
next week he's dropped. Watch.
Yeah,
Don't
I
Next
don't.
say I
option,
didn't
you
say
don't
so.
have
I'll be
Let
options
surprised
Abdul
if
against
let
Mendy
Abdul
scores
finish.
for
Abdul
Liverpool.
finish up.
But I wanted to say something, but
Then
go
he
on,
slap
Abdul,
that
go on.
Mendy, then he slap his head.
So please let me just finish. So the thing is, what I have noticed is Tuchel keeps making mistakes, and I don't know for how long we have to keep tolerating these mistakes. Fair enough is the third game of the season, and to me, in the first half an hour, we're actually okay until Leeds scored
No, they
their
scored in
first
the
goal.
20th minute though.
So sorry,
They scored in the 20th. Their first goal was 20th minute.
I'm not sure. I can't remember, but we were playing well till they
We were
scored their
playing well
goal.
until that blunder from what's his name, from Mendy. That broke the team. That broke the team.
You see, that's why you need certain kind of managers. You know.
I mean,
Anyway,
Abdul, if you're on Simeone, man, have you been watching Atletico since last
Oh
season?
my god, I can't believe people are asking for Simeone in Chelsea.
Like, bro, did you watch
no, no, no,
Atletico
no.
performance
Don't get
today?
it wrong. No, don't get it wrong. Okay, people normally get it wrong because they are looking for the answers, right? And they ignore the subject. The subject matter is Tuchel's coaching and Chelsea. We're not talking about who comes after him. That's the
But
result.
Abdul, what I
That's
wanted
the
to
answer. I'm
what I
not
wanted to
concerned with the answer. No, hold on. I'm not concerned with the answer. I'm looking at the problem first. The problem is, I think he makes mistake, and I think why we won the Champions League was he wasn't making those mistakes because he was desperate. He only had like a year and a half contract, so he knew he had to make an impact. So he was actually like he was coaching like a Simone will coach then. That's he made sure we were defensively solid and we weren't conceding and then going up front, whatever happens. So, and I don't know why he hasn't continued like that for whatever reason. And
I can
okay,
tell you why.
and the thing is, we need a goal scorer. All this crap people are talking about, like creative and whatever, there is no top team. Look, last season without Benzema, Madrid wouldn't have done what they did. We need a goal scorer. I don't know. I don't care
That's
what
why
you
it's
call
doing
him.
for Aubameyang.
Mobile
You
is a
don't
mobile,
you don't
is a
you
striker,
don't
is a
really need a
finisher. We
you don't
need
really need a striker, has City
no. We
proven. Like
need. I don't know
you
what.
just need scorers
Sorry,
around the pitch.
sorry.
You just need consistent goal scorer around the pitch because look what Manchester City did the last 2
No,
seasons. They just
that's what
haven't
I'm
let us
saying. That's
score.
what I'm saying. We need a goal scorer, a top goal scorer, right? And what is a top goal scorer? A striker, a goal scorer that doesn't need like 2, 3 chances to score a goal. We need
No, but
top.
Abdul, I'm saying though, the past 3 seasons, City haven't had a clinical goal scorer. They just share the goals around the team, like the likes of De
Yeah,
Bruyne, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva,
I understand that.
Rodri.
No, I understand that. But if you look at the profile of City, of the City players, you could tell maybe they might be able to get away with it. But the thing is, even if you look at them
You can't
playing,
compare the City players to Chelsea.
moreover, you know what? I don't even want to
Cannot.
discuss City.
It's chalk
I,
and
I don't want to
cheese.
discuss.
Who
I don't.
want
I
to
don't want
play?
to
Who
discuss
want to
City.
play assist that De Bruyne played today in Chelsea?
Because
Those
I'll start
Bernardo
asking
Silva.
who is our KDB, who is
Chris
Chelsea's
people,
KDB,
Chris
who is
people won't
Chelsea's
find
Bernardo
precious.
Silva, who is
Exactly.
Chelsea's
That's why I said.
Gundogan. We don't
Thank you.
have those three players, those kind of players in
That's why.
Chelsea.
Won't kill me
That's
because
why
of
I
Chelsea.
said I don't want to discuss City because if you look at City, they have a lot of exceptional, unique players that are difficult to find in football. And if you don't find those players, which are not easy to find, that's why you need to improve. You need like the real, fundamental, the ones that do the fundamental jobs for you. So we need a goal scorer. I don't care how they get it, what they pay, what they don't pay. We need a goal scorer. But then we're just repeating what we've said before. You know what I mean? But going forward like this, I don't want to make too much judgment because we're only playing the third game of the season. Going
It's
forward,
gonna be the same story as last season, bro. Let's be real, man. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. What?
no. The reason why I'm saying that is I'm hoping something drastic happens before the close of the transfer window. Maybe we'll bring in like 2 or 3 exceptional players that can be making the difference. so we can't really judge because we don't know what their plans are. So I don't really want to lay too much emphasis, but this team going forward, I don't care how many excuses you guys make. If we don't do something urgently before the end of the transfer by bringing in at least 2-3 exceptional players that will be making a difference, this will be our team for the rest of the season. We'll just be losing, drawing, games we shouldn't be losing, teams we shouldn't be losing to. Wayne, it should just be like a total roller coaster.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe
I don't think
Champions League with this team, I don't think he can even get to the quarterfinal of the Champions League.
No, he can't even get to the second round. This team
won't even make the top 4. Let's be real. We were lucky last season to make the top 4.
As this team is, right?
If Arsenal won that game, so we wouldn't have been in the top 4. We would have been in Europa. Let's be real, man.
Let's talk about it.
I'm fed up with this fucking shit manager, man.
Get him out. This Chelsea team is going to finish like 6 or 7 at this rate, bro.
You guys are being way too reactionary in the Champions League. The Champions League, it's all about who you play in the Champions League.
Yeah, I want to say something, guys.
And the Champions League doesn't start till February.
Relax, bro. Our body they on.
I don't want to talk about Chelsea anymore. I don't know, guys.
Let's move on from Chelsea.
I don't know the last time.
Philip, don't work. If me I work for Chelsea, some people will have get fired a long time ago.
I don't know the last time Chelsea scored 3 nil in the first half. Everything is just, I don't know. Everything is just, we are just playing like Everton. It's just like the proof. It's safe for Clapard is there. No, it's not a joke.
Mute your mind.
Because
I want to talk
Chelsea
about
can't
somebody.
give me Attcak. I don't know the last time I watched Chelsea game and be happy. Every time I complain, I destroy everything in my house, including my remote today. Because of a club that I'm supporting. Everybody will just be there. I don't know what they are doing. The players that they are paying.
Phillips, welcome to the world of terrorism football. Sorry, brother. It is what it is. I did the same thing on the Lampard.
Abdullah, just sorry. We're gonna finish outside the Champions League spot. Just wait.
I know. I agree.
If that happens,
if Tuchel's here, it's happening. Last season we were lucky to get top 4. If Arsenal won their last 3 games, we'd be in the Europa League right now. Let's be real.
Exactly.
I want to talk about something else. So, guys, Carl, is your mic working?
Yeah, they.
I watched the match today and I was very impressed, mostly with Newcastle United, because I love the way they play football and I was very impressed with him. And Eddie Howe needs to be given some praise. What a match! What a Alexa Massima, guys. I know people talk about him not having any product. My God in heaven. He was sending Kyle Walker back to his national team.
I said what was trendy. They said he dribbled Kyle Walker spirit out of his body. I don't know. He just finished Kyle Walker career.
Oh my God. Kyle Walker needs to be looked at. He needs to go back to the dressing and be like, how do I get spun like that? Alexa Massima with a better coach, world-class coach, that guy can go somewhere.
I'm like, when I said we should go and get...
Why are we not activating his release clause, bro? He's got a 50 million.
Steven, my problem with that,
yeah, 50 million, is it the problem?
Just activate it, man.
My problem is, if we pay that 50 million to activate his release clause, can we coach him? It's not about paying. That's why Tuchel
will turn him into habits, bro.
Listen, this is the reason why
a player like a player like Saint Maximin, he's just crazy. He will try anything in the game. He'll go outside. He'll go inside. He's just crazy. And he doesn't. Yeah, that's so. I don't think if the coach,
the problem
with the qualities he has,
the problem
he do anything.
The problem with Alan is that end product is 0. That's the problem. The problem with Alan is that he will dribble, but his end product is 0.
But you can coach that.
You can coach that. That's coachable.
I don't know.
That's coachable.
No.
You can't coach that, man. Actually, you can't coach that.
We need wingers.
That's a wrong assertion.
We need
What do you
wingers.
mean?
It's not. Let me answer. It's not a wrong
You can't
assertion.
coach that, man.
Tell me how many
SSB,
goals.
my brother, I don't mind them.
Tell me
I
how
was
many
telling them
goals
long
he had
time ago.
How many goals did he have last season? What's the end product?
No.
He's not a striker now. He's not a striker now.
He's a
He's not a striker now.
He's a winger.
Do you know how
Yeah.
many chances he created for
You can't coach that, man.
for
Pep
Newcastle
himself
last
said
season?
that.
Yeah, you got.
And they keep saying this guy
Last season in the Premier League, he played 35
this same
matches
guy
and
do
he only
2
scored
assists
5
today.
goals.
There we go. So
He had 5 goals in 5
matches.
assists.
Scored 5
Yeah,
goals.
as a winger playing in Newcastle.
That he's supposed to be doing mechanics.
Let me hear Carl. Let's speak on it. Give me your thing, because today I watched your matches today and I was like, you guys should have won that match. How the hell?
Because Nick Pope was brilliant. Nick Pope was fantastic. Nick Pope was the man of the match.
What a goalkeeper. England.
For me, Nick Pope should always be England's number one. There's no doubt.
Why is Nick Pope the number one? Why is
England's number one? He's always been. Even at Burnley, the guy was immense. I did a pre-match show with some Newcastle fans. I said the 2 players I'm worried of in your team, or the 2 players I'm worried of are Callum Wilson and Nick Pope. Those are the 2 guys. I'm worried about Maxima because the Maxima will do what Maxima does.
You know they took Nick Pope to England and
You say like that.
Yeah, man. Why you hating, man? You hating. You like hating.
I'm not hating. I'm just telling you.
There was a debate between him with Pickford.
I did it.
There
I
was
did
one
it. I did.
season.
In my pre view with the 2 Newcastle fans. They asked me which players am I worried about. I said there are 2 players, Callum Wilson and Nick Pope. Because if Nick Pope has a wonderful game like he did today, it's going to be difficult. And I'm worried about Callum Wilson because he gets in behind. He's very quick on the ball. He's a good finisher. And Maxima is a good player, runs a lot, but then product is, flat. Which is
wait, this Mazima. What the question is this guy?
So, but today his end product was quality.
This guy
he made the right decisions.
He had the assist. Injury.
Let's keep it real though, Tosin. In the second half, when he actually had to shoot, he completely fell off his line, man. When he actually had to score.
The guy is a good guy, running. But in the final third, that killer.
No, I just think we need to appreciate football, man. Like I wasn't saying this with Vinny when Vinny had that finishing issue as well. Like I wasn't saying, So like I'm just saying, like if you are a threat on the field, if you're a threat on the field,
Vinny was.
Vinny's 21, so Maxim was 25.
I enjoyed the game. The game showed me different things. I saw different things happening.
He's playing at Newcastle.
The reason why Walker was struggling was because
he's playing in Newcastle.
When Pep tried to play
let me finish, bro.
So the difference in the game were 2 things, right? So what City were trying to do was play that double inverted fullback. And what Newcastle were doing was that they played 2 wide players, so Maximan and Almiron wide of those 2 fullbacks, and then played this guy, Calvinus, in the hole. So every time they got the ball, and when the fullbacks were inverted, they actually went out wide. So now Kyle Walker had to run and chase as opposed to being in this position. The game changes in the second half when they go back to their natural position, with Walker right and Casemiro left, and then they played that double pivot in the middle. That's when the game changed. That's when they got back into the game. So I thought Eddie Howe did his homework. I thought it was really good. And Newcastle will be they're a tough team to play against away at St. James's Park. And the fans, I have to doff my cap for the fans. They were fantastic, the Newcastle fans. So
Newcastle, there was a 5 to 10 minute stretch where they had 94% possession.
Yeah, kudos to them.
So they were really on top, of you guys during that stretch.
So I'll go to Abdul, then I'll come to Blue Eyes. Abdul, for you.
Let me ask you a simple question.
Yeah.
If Saint Maxima was a non-Afro Portuguese or Brazilian, will you still have the same opinion?
Makes no difference to me. I don't care. I don't see color. Makes no difference. That's not relevant to anything at all.
No, it's easy to say that, but that's the reality.
What reality? Reality of what? Sorry, let me answer this guy. Reality of what? I see color because he's black. Somehow he's bad.
No. I know. I say player profile. Player profile. Please.
Hold on. What? Does a goal three goals in 35 games mean that he's white or black?
Wait.
What about his end product?
So you used to see color,
No, what I'm trying to say is,
come on, guys, let's not bring into race into that, man. Come on.
What I'm trying to emphasize is there's player profile.
No,
Okay,
wait.
either
I
we like it or
understand
not.
what he's trying to say. I understand
There's
what he's
player
trying
profile.
to
If he
say.
was Brazilian,
Like,
it would be a different
if he
story.
was Brazilian,
No,
you know,
no, he
this guy,
wouldn't. He
this
wouldn't,
wait,
bro.
wait,
Let me answer
tell
Abdul
you.
back. Abdul, so
Let me
you're
come
saying
in.
that because the guy is Afro-African heritage, somehow I'm colored by the fact that he's a black guy.
Wait. I understand what he's trying to say. The
No,
thing is
I'm
that
emphasizing, I'm highlighting the profile of
wait,
player.
I didn't even look at that. I don't care. It's irrelevant to me.
Just the way he said, if it was from Brazil, you know, we
No, you wouldn't,
be
because
here, you know,
No, I
talking
won't.
about him.
no, you
absolutely
wouldn't,
not.
bro. Look at Fred, bro. Look at Fred. Nobody in here
Fred not
rates Fred.
Brazilian?
He's Brazilian.
I don't
Fred
care.
is
Not no
Brazilian. Nobody
country.
in here rates Fred.
Fred not no
Like,
country.
come on, man.
No, but Fred is rubbish. Fred is rubbish.
Yeah, but
We know
nobody
Fred is
rates him.
rubbish.
He's Brazilian, though. Nobody rates
What
Fred.
are you trying to say now?
No, but he's
Let's be
rubbish.
clear. You are saying
Fred
that
is from
if
Congo.
this guy was Brazilian, somehow I'll look at him differently.
Sorry?
You're telling me that if
Fred
this
is
guy was
from
Brazilian,
Congo.
somehow I'll look at him differently.
It's possible. It's called player profile. It exists.
Why would I do that?
I'm not saying you in particular, but I'm saying there's player profile, and sometimes it affects how we rate players. It's not you, Carl, as the person I'm saying, but I'm saying that's what exists. If this guy was a Brazilian, did you watch the last Madrid game? How many
Like
mistakes?
it just depends. It just depends on like how you see it. For example, when Grealish, when Grealish,
the problem,
like
the
when
problem
Grealish
is that-
was
the
at
problem-
Aston Villa. Wait, let me just say
the
this one.
problem-
Like when
the problem is
Grealish,
that Abdul is superimposing his own view of the world on my own view. And people do this all right. They take their own view of the world and they superimpose it on other people's view, which is absolutely wrong. If you look at his profile and say because he's French black and somehow he's not Brazilian black, so people look. No, I don't care. I've talked about players who are white, black, Chinese, Asian, whatever it is. You ball, you ball. If you're shit, you're shit.
You're so mean. I understand.
and you already said you already
understand
objectively
what
said that Saint
that
Maximin.
Tosin, what you better say about
Grealish?
Grealish? You better say something about Grealish. Tosin, what you better say
No,
about
but
Grealish?
I'm just saying it's just perception. It's how you see it.
Grealish
Like,
that said
I just think
get Mahrez out of the pitch. He play
I
like
just think okay. So like Grealish is a similar example. Like Aston Villa, he was balling for them in a counter-attacking system that actually catered to his strengths because that team was actually quick. That he had Ollie Watkins and Ross Barkley was looking good for a minute with him. Like they had players that actually could play to his strengths on the counter, but overall, like how many goals and assists did Jack Grealish get? Like 14. Like when you say he's a player without end product, you wouldn't really say that. It's just and I think Saint Maximin does the same thing on the left hand side but it's actually different. Like the team really isn't built around him. They were playing like a 5-4-1 shape, and he's just expected to create something like an isolated situation. So it's just different.
They played a mid-block 4-3-3 or 4-3-1-2.
Somebody sent me this, and I feel ashamed of even playing it.
See, Abdul, this guy,
Mendy look like Michael Johnson.
I
look like Michael Johnson.
Come on, Abdullah, why are you showing this now, man?
Bro, you're gonna get copyrighted, man.
You're gonna get Chelsea fan mad, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, we need to get mad. We're already been mad.
Look at.
You're gonna get copyright to take this off. You're gonna get copyright.
Wait, did I watch this match?
There's no sound now.
There's no sound.
No, it did. I don't need sound. Let us watch.
See Mendy.
This boy is a bad boy. This.
And I remember you guys were saying. Remember all last season they were saying Mendy's the best keeper in the world, man. They were all
that was crazy.
What do you want to dribble? What do you want to dribble there, Mendy?
I'm like, my wife.
You want to dribble attacker.
My wife said that if Pulisic has any sense, what you should do is you can knock on the door of Yasimash and say, Yasimash, can I come to your team, please? Because they ain't getting into Chelsea. He needs.
Yeah, and there's a World Cup coming up.
He would ball there.
And there's a World Cup coming up. You need game time, bro. You do. You can't go into the World Cup.
Just imagine and say, "Oh boy,
they not deserve the World Cup stuff."
But yeah, back to the Newcastle City.
Let me come to Bryce on this because I think I was.
Wait, Kyle, are you worried about Foden being a little bit selfish, man?
He's foolish. He's foolish.
Foden at the moment. Who just said that word? God bless
you. Know the problem, Wilton.
Foden been selfish lately, man.
Foden did not come to the US for preseason because he refused to take the vaccine.
Therefore, he had to go and train with the under-21s in Germany. So he doesn't have that rhythm of knowing where Haaland is supposed to be because he hasn't trained with him.
Okay.
He hasn't. And
Foden, like against Bournemouth.
But that's I don't know. Like he should know Haaland is there. That's an easy thing to.
I don't know what to. No, like you know some players that we see, they don't just want to pass the ball.
Carl,
that's just what I see in that Foden.
Carl, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You see what that statement you made? That statement you made that Phil Foden did not train with the team, hence why he cannot find Haaland. That's the microcosm of the big picture of what the City story will be this season.
No, actually, I disagree. You know why, Blue Eyes?
Why?
Okay. Because Gundogan trained with the team. Gundogan trained and he found Foden. De Bruyne trained and he found Haaland.
No, but listen, Carl, you know you're a coach and you know the game. Finding Haaland the first game doesn't mean you found him.
Yeah, but the guy has had 4 goal involvements from an assist.
No, but we're talking
everybody who trained with him is finding him.
I get it. No, I get it. No, but the thing is, we're talking about marathon of games. When it comes to marathon of games, right?
Then, Blue Eyes, if you have a marathon of games, the idea is that you play more, you find the rhythm more. What Foden needs to do is understand that you have a number 9 there. You don't have to take that shot in a narrow angle, right? But he hasn't trained with the team. De Bruyne has, Bernardo has, all these other guys have, and they're finding him.
What do you think your challenge was today?
Oh, because Newcastle were good. Let's not forget. Listen,
fair enough.
You go away to Newcastle, they're not going to sell more now.
Fair enough.
James Park, they were good. Newcastle.
And one thing I respect about Newcastle, they had.
Hold on, wait. Carl, you said that Newcastle were very good. Who make them good? The manager.
Manager, thank you.
The manager.
Yeah, but one thing I respect about Newcastle, man, they didn't bend over for City. They had zero fear factor against City. They were not afraid.
And they shouldn't bend over. This is not France where PSG beat Lille 7-1 over some shit like that. I'm seriously, they shouldn't bend over.
Abdullah, do you see the player that a Newcastle coach was bringing on in the 30 minutes? Is that player his junior brother or what? Like,
come on,
I'm still wondering that picture till now. There is no way you can tell me that's not his brother.
Relax.
All I'm saying, guys, is listen, guys, everybody here, we know how the table is going to look. We know Chelsea are going to go back up there. We know City are going to go back up there. It's a matter of time. It's
a fake table for me.
We know what will happen by the time 15 games comes around.
Yeah,
right?
we know.
There's still 105 points to play for. Plenty of points to play for.
And also,
I'm sorry, Carl, but I disagree.
You guys
say we know how the table is going to look when it comes to. As it currently stands, we know how the table is going to look with regards to City and Liverpool. But I tell you, Chelsea are what they call an endangered species.
How Arsenal is not going to get top 4, man.
Explain to me
Arsenal not going to get top 4. I'm telling you this right now, dude.
Explain to me why. Because Chelsea have lost 1 game and drawn 1 game. And
no. I've already said it. No, I've already said it earlier on. Number 1, Tuchel to me, he's been making a lot of mistakes. That's number 1. Number 2, our team is not stable. It's not yet stable. If we go into the full season with this team, it's not stable enough. This Chelsea team cannot go 7 games winning or 7 games unbeaten. Number 3, a lot of teams like Newcastle have really improved. They've built, right? They've brought in reinforcement. Okay, so it's not going to be easy. Let anybody not look. Even Everton are not going to suffer like they suffered last season. So let's not say like, oh, it's going to be, the same story. I don't know, maybe for other teams, but for Chelsea, care has to be taken. If we don't bring in reinforcement before the end of this window, with Tuchel going into the season, I won't be surprised if we end up 7th or 6th.
What?
That's not the story.
I'm just very patient because I remember 2 seasons ago when Leicester beat us 5-2 at home. 5-2 at home. Vardy hat-trick. And we were all panicking, and then they got into gear and they went on a run, 21 game winning run. It's early days, right? Okay, you lost to Leeds United. Okay, fine. You were outrun. Okay, fine. What do you learn from that going forward? So the next game against Leicester City, what is Tuchel going to do to learn from that mistake? When I saw Bernardo Silva play right wing for us today, I'm like, oh shit, this is not going to be good. It's not going to be good because we know Bernardo should be central. But Pep is playing games to get Bernardo onside because Bernardo had wanted to leave. Now he's staying, so he rewarded him with that. But he didn't want to drop Gundogan. So he had to make a sacrifice, which was Mahrez out and Alvarez out. So managers play these games too of trying to get people onside and do all this kind of crazy stuff. But let's wait to get match week 15, match week 10. That's when you know all this Arsenal on top, eh?
Yeah.
They enjoy it.
Let's keep it real, Kyle. Like you say, you might get 7, bro. You better than United. And Arsenal, honestly, I think you have a better squad than them. So the only team you're competing with is Tottenham. So there's no way Chelsea finished. It's Chelsea finished 7. I'm sorry, like you might as well just call it quits.
I never look at the table till match week.
Yeah, like you can't tell me this Chelsea team is gonna finish 7. So you pretty much said United's gonna finish ahead of you, Arsenal, and they're gonna finish ahead.
No, I think what I was saying is for me right now is all about who is first, second, or third. Enjoy your moment, right? Because when it's match week 15 or 20, we know who is gonna be in the top 3, top 4.
I mean, much we win, actually. I think.
I understand.
25 games. Let's put it. We have 3,150 minutes to play.
And we haven't even started Europe yet. We haven't even played Europe.
You know, they're going to play all the group stages in 1 month, you know. Like,
we haven't even played Europe yet.
I mean, didn't people say like 2 streams ago that every game counts? Every game of the season counts?
Yeah.
We said that.
We've just lost.
Every point counts.
It does count.
Yeah.
We just lost to league.
If you go for the title, yeah.
Yeah, but
you guys dropped 4.
You know the funny part. I like how we lose that. You know why I like it? Is that as reality lesson where every man from Tuchel to his staff to a player will sit down in the doing, but they'll be like, okay, where do I have to straighten? What do we need to fix? Because if you're winning with the whatever, like everybody will be happy. There's no weak point. But now it's actually a weak point where we as the fans can see. Tuchel as the manager can see. The players themselves.
I'll give an example, Abdullah. So 2 days ago, my team, U14, went to go and play a game with scrimmage. It was 1-1. I didn't like how we played. For 2 nights, I couldn't sleep. You know what I was doing? I was thinking about how to solve the problem and what lessons I learned. We played again today. We played fantastic because we changed systems and we approach the game differently. Yeah. It's what you learn from the disappointments and the next game. That's when if you're making the same mistake in the next game and the next game, they have a problem. But if you're learning,
the real question is Tuchel learning.
He has to learn from it.
He has to learn from it. Like after 3 years, like that.
Why is he spending more money on centre backs and then on the midfield and the forward line? That's where you guys need to improve.
But back to
First,
the city
we
game,
need to try and sell.
Abdullah, you say Tuchel is learning. Please, let's.
I said he's a top manager. He has to learn also.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, he has to learn. But please, let's start getting into the details rather than just making statement. To me, he hasn't learned because if he has learned, nobody will be making a back pass. Mendy.
Right, man. Let's move on.
Where is the learning there?
Let's move on from Chelsea. Can we talk about Conte? Man?
Let's move on. Let's move on. I want to talk about.
Can I ask Tosi a question, please? Abdullah, let me ask Tosi a question. Tosin, are you there?
Yo.
What up, bro? Listen, talk to me about Sekou Mara. Do you know Sekou Mara that played in League 1?
Nah, I don't know much about dude.
Oh, you don't?
I know, but I know he made that pass though. That nice pass. To Southampton, right?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't watch him in League? Oh, okay, that's all.
Nah,
wait, since we're in League 1, Abdullah, let's just take in League 1. Tosin, what are your thoughts on PSG?
I'm not talking about PSG. Relax. I'm not talking about that.
No. Then we get to the Champions League. That's where we finish. That's what they always do. That they are formed. That they are formed.
Man, you guys are doubting. I don't think you guys.
It's not
you guys are missing out on. You're missing out on football history. I'm just letting you know
that once PSG
you're missing out on a historical football.
Okay.
This is the best team of all time. Man.
Yo, Melo. I have a question. Can I have a question? I have a question for Melo.
Yeah,
right?
go on.
Melo, what's the difference between PSG and Manchester City, in your opinion?
Okay, let me just say the difference. You see, Manchester City. The difference is that Man City as a team, It's not that they are not good; they are good enough. Like the problem they keep having always is just that defender that that always weak them. That defender. And you see PSG. The thing about PSG in the Champions League is that when the Champions League is going on, that is when you always find PSG and one player will be the only player that is helping the team going forward, and that will be Mbappe. And
no, I'm saying though,
it will be as if there is no other player assisting him. In Man City, you will see other players getting goals, different players getting goals. But in PSG,
no, but Melo, but both haven't won it though. They both still haven't won the Champions League yet though.
Yes, we know that they have.
They both haven't won it.
Yes, they haven't.
That's why I'm asking. What do you think is the difference between the two sides?
Even Man City that we are neglecting, Man City have the upper hand at PSG. To me, because when PSG get to this Champions League, there are those things that we all see that Neymar is scoring 3 goals, 3 assists, 2 goals, bro. Once you get to the Champions League, you will be begging Neymar to score 1 goal for you to qualify.
Really? That's how you doubt
Yes,
Neymar?
because against Madrid,
that's wild.
Home and away, it was like Messi and Neymar. They are supposed to remove them from the team and pick academy player and put it to assist down.
Bro, I don't think you understand. This is a different team. This is a new season. This is a different team.
No, but Melo, okay.
Let's move on.
This is just.
I like their manager though. I like.
Man, Abdullah, you hating, bro. Abdullah, you hating on my flow. You hating on my flow. You know I'm flowing right now. You know
Abdullah, you're just jealous. They got the name.
Melo,
you're jealous.
I don't know why Victor asked that question. Let's move on.
Man, Neymar Jr. is a gift to football, man.
I want to say something.
The day Neymar retires,
I want to say something. Carl, I want to come to you on this. When the news broke, Victor is here. I'm gonna but I'll cut to you now. When the news broke out, and I see, this is where I was like, Casemiro because I watched Madrid against Celta Vigo. And Tchouaméni looked a little bit suspect, but later on he catched up the play and he showed out.
He's young now.
He's young, I know, but it will take him time to be that mode of Casemiro where you can rely on him that much. So this is it now. How much of a loss will Casemiro be to Madrid? And in terms of Casemiro to United, how much of a bigger help will it be in terms of the structures and how they want to play? And do you think Erik ten Hag is the right profile of manager to get the best?
So the problem with Casemiro to United is the same problem that Koulibaly had today, and on the speed of the game, man. The speed of the game in the Premier League is way faster, quicker than La Liga. And if he's going to play in that United team and those guys don't cover back to help him, bro will struggle, man. Bro will struggle. We're talking about yellow cards, red cards.
That's what I'm saying. Like there was just someone posted. It was like, how many yellow cards Casemiro is going to get?
He will pick up yellow cards like no man's business. It's not because he's not a good player, but the speed of the Premier League is just on a different level, man. The quickness is. We're talking about every 3 days too. And he's what? He's 30 years old.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not easy at all.
You're right.
It's not easy. In the European competitions, it's a little slower. We'll see. Can you imagine him and Fred in the middle, or him and McTominay in the middle?
Congolese.
I remember the guy is smart. He's making his money. He's making his money.
Yeah, I know. He's a money man. Yeah, hold on. I'll come to you, Phillips. Vilton, Casemiro to Man United. Are you sad as a Madrid fan letting him leave?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Casemiro, man. The guy won 5 UCL with us, 4 Super Cup. The guy won 3 La Ligas, man. Come on, man. The guy achieved everything. So I'm not even mad at him for chasing it back, but we might need to pull one, man. For his club career, man, we might need to pull one, man. RIP, man. Rest in peace, man. It was a nice career, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, we human beings. We need to make that money, man. And my guy's about to be United probably second or top. I'm pretty sure when I was still making more money. So he's gonna be up there for the guy's gonna be making 460K, something like that a week. I don't know the details that well, but I know he's gonna signed a 4-year contract. So
Name me another big club in Europe, right? That would have given him a contract like that, except for United is probably the only club I can think of. A 30-year-old, give him a 4-year contract and give him that much money. So it was the right time. I know he just left. I don't know. Honestly, though, even if Casio left before the transfer window even opened, I still don't think Perez would have went and got a replacement. I know we have Chouameni. I'm guessing this season Chouameni and Camavinga or even Valverde is gonna switch in that role because Chouameni can't play every single game, obviously. So honestly, man, with Casio leaving, man, I'm kind of sad a bit because this was the first time I really felt we were unstoppable, man. Where we were like, when Ronaldo was at Real Madrid, where I feel like going into every season, we are gonna win the Champions League and La Liga. But now since he's gone, man, they just like, damn, KCM it's truly the end of an era, man. KCM, man, it's just like over. But I just hope my guy stays informed for the World Cup, man, because Neymar has a World Cup to win, man, and I need Casemiro to be at 100%, man. So Ten Hag better not be on some BS, man, like, and help my guy co-op and that's it because Casemiro, we all know his flaws, right? Casemiro isn't really that good on the ball. He needs very good technician around him, which he had at Madrid, right? The likes of Madrid, Cruz, Camavinga last season off the bench. But there's no way Ten Hag's gonna try this. There's no way he's gonna play McTominay, Fred, and Casemiro. That doesn't make sense at all. So I'm guessing it's gonna be Casemiro in there, Eriksen, and Bruno probably. But he's not gonna play Monday in the Liverpool game.
You can't see the problem is Victor, you can't play Eriksen and Bruno together with Casemiro because you need.
No, all I'm saying though. All I'm saying that this could also be a good thing for the national team because Tite, for some reason, with the national team,
they can play together.
Because the way Casemiro play, yes, it's more like a destroyer to me. Because because the way Ten Hag wants to play, he wants to control the game. Casemiro, Eriksen, and then Bruno Fernandes doesn't control that game. You don't control the game with that aspect.
So if they play Casemiro,
so for me, if Ten Hag really want to play that match, I think he needs to play maybe with Casemiro. Maybe I don't know if he's gonna do it. That guy that they bought from Ajax, what's his name? Martinez. Maybe he can play him together because he's good on the ball and he's very good in terms of passing, good very forward. You can play with that aspect to combat the midfield.
I just hope we see Casemiro and Fred fail badly because Tite, the Brazil national coach, man, this guy, for some reason, I don't know what he sees in Fred. How do you watch Bruno Guimaraes week in and week out and you still rather start Fred in that Brazil midfield over Bruno Guimaraes, man? It doesn't make sense.
I said there was one day in the Brazil game that they play Fred and Casemiro. Like, Casemiro used the ball to blast Fred's face. And they were and Fred, after some minutes, Fred make an error and slide and just pull Casemiro from the ground.
You guys know though. So you guys know though. Casemiro and Fred, 11 games, 11 wins with Brazil.
But Tosin, but this concept that goes into that, we haven't played any top European team at all. That's not gonna work in the top competition. We saw what happened in the Copa America final when it mattered the most.
Let's watch and see.
Because when you go against a team like
but in the context of Manchester United, when United are gonna go into a low block and they know they have to defend, when the team is in the gutter, that's when Casemiro shines. That's just when he shines.
Yeah.
So
the Champions League final example.
Yeah, those are just the type of games he shines in. So, but with United though, there will be times where he's exposed and he won't have support, like passing options, and he'll have to cover a lot of ground, So there will be those games where it's shaky, but overall, like he's just gonna come in and be United's best midfield player.
And funny thing, if you look at the stats, right, he's passing. He's almost like his progressive passes or passes in general.
No, he's a good passer. He can play in the possession side. You can play.
But that's the thing, though. When you watch him, though, it's always like he doesn't like making those wrist passes. It's always passes like 1 or 2 yards to crucial margins. He's not a risk taker. He's not gonna make that over the top pass. He's not gonna do that. because I don't know if he doesn't believe in his abilities or that's just how he is as a player, which is weird. I don't know why Ancelotti's dad never improved that on them because it doesn't make sense, dude. Like in the modern game, you have to be good on the ball, but
maybe
that
that's
was in
what
his
Ten
role
Hag
at
is in
Madrid.
too, in terms of going.
That was in his role at Madrid. But which is what I'm saying. Is Casemiro Ten Hag signing or is it the Glazer that just went for Casemiro?
I think the Glazers.
Those one we don't know what they do.
Because what I've noticed with the Glazers do when the fans are complaining, they buy a player to shut the fan up, and the fans are complaining. I guarantee you, they might even get Anthony at the end of the transfer window because from what I'm hearing, he didn't show up to practice with Ajax.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you, if they do get Anthony, I'm guarantee because you know how football fans are. They don't think. I guarantee if they get Anthony and United are in good form, they winning game, the fans gonna forget all about the Glazers. And what's the main issue about the club is the Glazers. It's always been the Glazers, man. But Abdullah, we're gonna talk about that game though for tomorrow, Liverpool and United, man.
Like I said, if Liverpool lose tomorrow, I'm doing an emergency system tomorrow. Hey, if United lose badly, I'm doing an emergency system. We're gonna come back here tomorrow.
But is there really a shock though if they lose 4 or 5-0?
I have a funny feeling about tomorrow that United may get something.
Go ahead.
I just got a funny feeling that United may get something tomorrow.
I have a feeling too like that, but I trust Liverpool attack to show up.
I got this. I don't
know.
You know,
it's just like when everyone is expecting Manchester United not to like perform. That's when they always,
I just got that feeling.
Do some kind of magic.
Because if United lose tomorrow, it's serious trouble. We're talking serious trouble.
I know.
I mean, bottom of the league. Then they go to Leicester.
They go to Southampton.
And that's a very tricky game. Leicester. They have to be Southampton. Southampton are getting relegated, I think, this season.
Exactly. So tomorrow, I think it's all hands on deck tomorrow, man. If
They might be pumped too because they got a new signing. Maybe the players might be pumped. The fans might get behind them since
is he gonna play?
Is going to be presented. No, he's not playing. He's going to be in the stand.
Gonna play. I think he's just gonna walk out from the stadium and just wave to the fans, then going back to the bench and sit down. So that's what is gonna happen. I think he's gonna come to the stadium. That's what I think. But I know Manchester United. I keep saying this is last week. Liverpool side right now they are still having issues, and and they are still trying to like fix their own problem. Manchester United, we know they haven't gotten a win. So, and number two, Manchester United can always shock you, and they might beat Liverpool let's tomorrow let's see tomorrow.
So
if
one of them is going to be
winless. Don't win tomorrow is big problem.
One of them is going to be winless after 3 matches.
Yeah,
one of them is going to be winless after 3 matches.
No, I don't. Someone comment that they think is a draw. To me, I don't think it is a draw tomorrow at that game. Definitely,
if it's a draw, both going to be winless after 3 matches, which is crazy on her, especially for Liverpool. Which is why I think City dropping points today wasn't as bad for them because the way Liverpool started the season.
Yeah, tomorrow is going to be. I mean, that's the big headline tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Because if United get pumped tomorrow, that's it, man. They're out.
If they lose tomorrow, guys, we're coming back here to do an emergency system. That's what I'm gonna say.
No, either which way, you're gonna do a stream.
Either way, you're gonna do a stream. If it's a draw, I think Liverpool needs to win this game to go on a kind of momentum of one of the game. Because if they lose this game or draw this game, their confidence gonna be all time low.
Yes,
because they have a lot of injuries already. Nunes is out for what, 2 games, 3 games?
3 matches.
Something like
3 matches.
So he's out. Thiago is injured. Jota is not playing. I think he's injured too. Keita not playing.
Thiago and Alcantara is out, yeah.
Yeah, so they need to win this game.
Fabinho go play.
Yeah, this is why I think tomorrow, man, United is Martial back?
Yeah, I think
back. Yeah. I think they have to play Martial. I think Ronaldo they have to bring him on.
I think United do something tomorrow, man.
No, we'll see. Whether they lose or tomorrow,
play the team.
I don't want to be watching a match tomorrow, guys, and be sleeping. I want entertainment.
Pretty
tomorrow.
much play the team that they play in preseason against Liverpool. Play that team.
Yeah.
I think should bring Ronaldo off the bench. I don't think Ronaldo should start this game.
I agree with you.
Because all eyes will be on United tomorrow. Everybody's watching that match.
And if Eric Tang did not
Are the fans going to protest tomorrow?
bro,
No,
They won't protest, man. Come on, man. See, football is like a drug. This is what I tell United fans. I tell them, can you honestly, you live next to the stadium? Because I don't live in England. But if you live next to the stadium, you've been United your entire life, your entire family, your mom, your father, your kids. You're telling me United fan against City, Liverpool, you're not going to go to the game in the stadium. You're going to not. Do you know how hard that is? It's just the temptation. That's why I tell them, if you want the Glazers out, don't go to the stadium. Don't do nothing. Like, don't buy the merchandise. Don't go to the games. Can you honestly do that?
That's true. That's true.
Can you honestly do that for the entire season? That's hard because
maybe if you
football
found
is a drug.
if you found like our 5,000 fans in the seats,
Yeah.
then we know that
Yeah,
something
because
is going
football
on.
and the thing about it, United is such a big brand. It's around the world. They have friends in North America, South America, Africa, Asia, everywhere. So if you really want the Glazers out, don't go to none of the games. Don't buy the merchandise. And can you honestly do that, knowing you've been supporting this club your entire life, man? Because I'm gonna keep it real. Football's a drug. When we had COVID, I was going crazy, bro. I was watching old matches of football, yeah, bro. Because I'm like, bro, I love this sport so much that I just can't get enough. And the Glazers, they know that. They know that it's a drug. It's like a drug. It's like when you're on drug, you're trying to get into rehab, you're trying to leave it, and it's just so hard to do. That's what I think. That's why I don't think the Glazers are going anywhere.
We're gonna do like tomorrow because somebody have to win tomorrow so we can banter
Wait,
somebody.
Abdullah, and do you think this Eric Tang is the kind of coach that always go for young players?
The problem, Philip, my problem with United is a stubborn manager. He does not want to. He doesn't have a plan B where he will be able to switch even if they are losing. He prefer to implement a system and show the world that Shebi, I tell you, see my system will work for this team. That's my issue with him. And I keep telling people they are spending 100 million. So okay, let's quickly round it up. Kyle, do you think Anthony is worth 100 million? The yes guy.
Because the one that Manchester United wanting back.
Do you think he worth 100 million?
Listen, a player is worth whatever a club is willing to pay. Are you following me? It's not up to me or to anybody to see whether a player is worth X or Y. If a club wants to pay 500 million for Mbappe, fine, you can't pay the money now. You just hope he delivers. If they want to play 100 for Anthony, spend the money now.
But why is United fans shouting that the Glazers are not spending money? They spend a lot of money.
They're spending money. This is all a lie.
Why are they shouting they're not spending a lot of
because
money?
Abdullah, because they're not winning. They're not winning Champions League. They're not winning Premier League. No FA Cup. No Carabao Cup. They're winning nothing. So when you're winning nothing, you have the anger. It can't be directed at the manager who you sack every time. It's the owners, and the owners have spent the most money in the past. What 1.2 billion or something?
Yeah.
Well, no. They got Ronaldo back. They got Harry Maguire. They got Cavani. They got.
And the thing is that
they
know
got,
why I keep having issues is that Christensen 30.
I gotta go sleep, guys.
Christensen is 30.
No worries, guys.
And Abdullah, do you hear that they said Ziyech after the game against Leeds he went to Netherlands?
Sorry, we'll see tomorrow, guys. Peace, guys. Blessing, guys.
Okay.
Happy HQ. Congratulations, first 3 matches, 3 wins. But it's too early to say that. We'll see after 15 or 20 matches. So, peace.